And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host Ray. With me as always, we have Dion.
Good evening.
We got Material Life.
Hey y'all.
We got Shining Wolf.
What it do?
And making his return from God knows where he's been is Xavier.
How you doing?
Oh, shit.
Yo, wait, like glad to see you here. Where you been, man? How you been?
Well, since you guys decided to change days and shit of when this podcast happens, I always forget. And I'm always like, oh, it's not Thursday anymore. I keep forgetting. So I like today I made it my business to make sure I remember.
Well, as always, I'm glad to have you here. And let's get on with some of the podcasts.
And as always, we got Father. Hey everybody, my name is Father.
Oh shit, when'd you pop up? Father done into the chat.
And then
You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
pulling up.
I was even about to eat, but I'm gonna eat while I'm doing the podcast because this my house, damn it.
Oh man. Shoot. I guess we could start with some Do You Cares. Did anyone watch the All-Star game?
Ray, that shit was boring.
That shit was boring. Yes, you are right. And like it's gotten to a point where everybody's been complaining. It's not just you. Everybody was complaining.
Yeah, I didn't even bother.
I usually watch the 3-point shootout and the dunk contest. It was lackluster. The 3-point shootout was good, but the dunk contest was lackluster. So,
Yeah.
so that was definitely disappointing. There's a couple people who feel like they should do away with the All-Star game. Do y'all agree or no?
Nah, they don't need to do away with the All-Star game. Just like they've been kind of having the same formula for like years and years and years now. I just think they need to change some shit up. Like you remember the last conversation that we was having, we was talking about like them and one niggas. Like, bro, have some of that on the side. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, it just be the same shit over and over again with the same tight ass celebrities. They got these little influencers doing shit now. It's like I don't care about none of these niggas. You know? So it's like, bruh, like just make basketball the highlight. It's All-Star weekend, nigga. Like, fuck. Instead of trying to go viral all the damn time.
Yeah, because I think that's what they was trying to do, try to put Kai Cenat on there. And, all the others like Kai. But I
Yeah,
feel
and shout out to that brother, because a black man being the number one streamer just fills my heart with so much joy. But bruh, they gonna use you. You feeling what I'm saying? Like on some Malcolm X
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
they gonna use that, bruh. So you gotta be careful about the shit that you put out there, because one wrong move, look at what happened to Lil Nas X. This nigga still talking about it to this day. And he doubled down, and I'm like, oh no. Like I'm telling you, they're gonna use your ass, bro. They're using Ice Spice. Look at what she was doing at the Super Bowl. And I'm like, what does Ice Spice and Taylor Swift even have in common? Like, nigga, this is the most random. Like,
Random team up.
bro, it was not only was it random, but it was just like there's no chemistry. Like, I don't even feel like they're friends. Like, Ice Spice was literally just sitting there looking pretty as fuck. And then Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift. She can sneeze and the American cameras are gonna go, oh my God, isn't she lovely? Like, bruh, get the fuck out of my face.
I love how you said Taylor Swift is just Taylor Swift.
I
That
mean,
made my
yeah, at this
night.
point, like, yeah, the player's gonna hate. Like, yeah, that's Taylor Swift, everybody. Yay.
about to say, is he lying? I mean, he's not.
That No, he's not, and that's what made it funny.
That's it. Also on my Do You Care list, I forgot to write it down, but I just remember it because I just looked at it. Y'all care about Benzino crying on Drink Champs?
Can you please explain what that was? Because I didn't see that. I saw the thumbnail, but I just couldn't be bothered to click on it.
Basically, he was drunk as shit. Let's just say that. And they brought up they brought up Eminem, and let's just say one, he was all over the place, and he was just sloppy drunk to where it was just sad. It was just super sad. He was just
It wasn't just Eminem. Well, he was drunk, and you come to the understanding that when you get real drunk, he gets very emotional. But it wasn't just Eminem that caused him to cry because he didn't cry due to Eminem, but he cried it because of more than likely probably was what triggered him was like his daughter. The fact that, they always bring up Eminem beef and that's been like 20 years past. But it's like his daughter is now in the game and it's like so many things that was like, things of his past that keeps on like, causing a riffraff where like people feel like, oh, they can't work with her because of her dad or, the whole situation. So it kind of and he felt like he did a good job, right? Like even though he wasn't like a present dad, but he felt like he did a really good job, raising his kids or like providing for his kids.
I'm gonna get, I'm gonna get some of them.
I, yeah, I can see it because I know. I think Coyle Ray and Busta Rhymes had a song, and which is
Mhm.
not a bad song. It was actually one of the few Coyle Ray features I actually like, and I think Benzino even had a problem with it too. But
He had a problem because she was kind of borderline a little bit naked, and I guess she feels like um it's hard for like for some reason these black girls feel like they have to be naked to be seen or to like make sales. Um,
Isn't that like most female singers do that at some point? Get half naked.
no,
Not most. I wouldn't say most.
I don't think the white female singers get naked to make music to put music out because they
Miley
make
Some
Cyrus,
of them
Not
do.
as
Some
much,
of them
but
Miley
do.
not
Cyrus
as
was
much though. But they do it
on a
though.
wrecking ball, butt ass naked.
Miley Cyrus was pandering to black people, but once she
She
stopped
was.
pandering to black people, and now do you see Miley Cyrus? That girl be fully covered. She is definitely in her was it Dolly Parton era. So once she went back to being her white self that she so humbly lived, she is not the same.
Yeah, but I came in like a wrecking ball is not a black song. Nor does it's like that song does not pander to black people. Matter of fact, I heard none but white people sing that song. It's like I admit that she does pander to black people. When she made that song, she was naked on a wrecking ball.
All
That,
right, Ray.
The girl
I'll
was she was smoking all sorts of drugs. She was living her best life. She was separating from thingy. She started acting extreme, hanging out with more black people than she's ever hung out in her whole entire life.
Wasn't she one of those Disney kids too?
She was the
yes.
original Disney
My
kid.
yeah, Hannah Montana.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so
yeah. So that goes to the earlier conversation that we was having
she
about the
was
Disney
pandering
kids
to
being
black
wild.
people.
But nah, actually, you know what? I think she always had it in her. Because look at who her father was, Billy Ray Cyrus. She was born
Mhm.
pretty much from, a famous background. So she always had it in her. You gotta think not just the person, but the environment. You feeling what I'm saying?
She wasn't
Because
raised
Billy
in
Ray
that
Cyrus
environment.
legitimately had a number one hit. You know what I'm saying? He's eating off
Mhm.
that song forever. So
But Miley Cyrus wasn't raised in that. Dolly Parton is her godmother. Billy Ray Cyrus is as a mega country artist superstar. She went to Disney as a child and was able to
Liza.
produce, never played any Disney role before, and she got her own television show with her playing her dad's child, and she was the main character of the show.
Ooh.
So yeah, she didn't have no struggle bone in her. But then when she wants to leave Disney and be herself, she starts you know hanging out with a bunch of black people. She starts or the Wrecking Ball song. So yeah, I feel like she was pandering to black people and now she wants to be back to regular. She's
Are you trying to say that black culture is highly sexualized?
Yeah.
Well, that is a fair assessment, I would say.
And they
I
don't
mean,
have to be, but I feel like they just assume like that's the only way to sell. But a lot of white artists, they know for a fact it's impossible for parents to allow their kids to watch videos if they're butt naked. So
Yeah, they're less likely to do it.
yeah, they need to be able to be able to blend into every genre or every culture, and they can't really blend into the white culture if they're naked. Their parents is not letting them watch that. It's just
Did
not
we
happening.
just all of a sudden skip rock and roll in the 80s? AKA
What?
drug, sex, and rock and roll.
Yes, we
or
are.
the
We're
rebellion,
skipping over
or
that
the
because white
rebellious,
people don't do anything wrong.
or the rebellious grunge era, where motherfuckers was definitely. Am I the only one that's just like, what? It's
What
like,
does
Well,
what
that was back then. Like white people
we're
are
talking
all
about
about
rock
the.
and roll? We're talking about R&B artists. That's two different groups of people.
no. We talk about music in general. It's just like they had their peoples too. They had
Yeah,
their
but go
They've
ahead.
had their ways too, especially the drug, sex, and rock and roll, where all of them was on cocaine. Ozzy Osbourne was on every other drug known to man. It's like they not a drug that Ozzy Osbourne done did.
But there was
And you
also
also,
yeah, but there
you
was also
also,
complaining about Ozzy Osbourne being like bad for children or bad for the youth though as well.
And
Okay,
he,
That was
that's what I'm saying. It's just like, but that was also high sexual, overly sexualized too. Matter of
yeah,
fact, they had a bunch of songs where if you see the videos, there's a bunch of girls in there. It's like, what's one of them where a girl was on a fucking car and she's like, she's only 17 and some shit
yeah,
like that.
yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. But even I'm gonna go even further than that, right? Like if you remember, there was a switch because back in the days, it was the men that were the sex symbols. You
Yeah,
feeling what I'm saying? So now that it's switched and more women now being the sex symbols, because back then it wasn't allowed because women are too voluptuous and titties and shit like that. But like the double standard was like men can be as sexually deviant as they want, and then we just put it out there. So
yeah, they gonna
now
walk
the
around with their
reverse,
shirt off, shirt open, and ain't
bro,
nobody
shirt
saying nothing
off,
about it.
talking about their balls like in the song, like bro, they used to do all that shit. You feeling what I'm saying, bro? Nirvana, bro. Kurt Cobain
They
literally
still
has a
can.
song called "A Heart Shaped Box." What the fuck do you think he meant by that?
They still can though, because you remember that recent Thor movie. Thor was like butt naked in that joint. You could see his ass, but I don't think that would
Yeah,
happen
but
with I don't think that happened with a female character on the movie.
Yeah, but at the same
Not
time,
today.
there was a different context though. Thor is a movie,
Yeah,
so like they
yeah.
can use that to comedic effect. Bruh, Patrick had his entire ass out in the SpongeBob movie. You feeling what I'm saying? That's a movie that's supposed
hmm
to be for kids. Butts are
yeah,
funny.
running down the
Yeah,
with his drawers down.
yeah, butts are funny. Like Professor Clump, it was in that movie too. You
Yeah,
feel
but
me? So
I think with Hemsworth though, I don't think the ladies were thinking it was funny. I think they was like, "Oh shit,
I
Chris
mean, yeah, of
Hemsworth's
course.
ass."
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's Chris Hemsworth. So him alone,
Yeah.
like, bro, they did that shit. They would do that shit with Jason Momoa and shit like that. But also, you also have to understand and consider this because Material Life says something important earlier, and it brings back to the fact that they're trying to make black people the face of sexual degeneracy. You feeling what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Like,
hmm
bro, when Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion made WAP, for example, it went motherfucking viral not because the song was like a success, but because you had all them fucking suburban whites sitting there crying about my children, my children. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Um, Ben Shapiro had commented on it and basically alluded to the fact that he don't even pleasure his own wife, and they was cooking his ass for that.
Oh yeah, he said pussy doesn't get wet. I was like, oh what?
I'm like,
He said that
bruh.
sounds. He said that sounds like an infection. I was like, no.
I'm
When a
like,
woman's
sit out this
stimulated, she
conversation.
gets wet.
There's some
Sit out
whores
this
in this
motherfucking
house.
conversation.
There's some whores
but
in this house.
it's
There's some whores in
regardless
this.
of like everything y'all saying, it's still the same concept. Is rock and roll was rock and roll. R&B is R&B. It's two different groups of people. Rock and roll, more than likely, you wasn't having your kids going to a rock and roll concert.
What?
Yeah, they did. They went, but it wasn't tailored to them. But no music. But the funny thing about that is most music isn't tailored towards kids. Music is generally tailored to a general audience, unless it's someone like Miley Cyrus back in when she was on Disney Channel and
No,
stuff like that. Ozzy Osbourne is not tailored to kids at all. It's not. They're not a thought. If they watching it, then they
most
watching it. But
rock and roll or soft punk or whatever wasn't tailored for kids at
at
all.
all, yeah, yeah, it's not.
But R&B music, you could find a good, even like Kids Bop is an R&B type genre, and they would take
Hmm.
adult music and turn it to kids music, or R&B, like most white R&B artists and black artists back in the days, they wasn't naked and they was blended into both genres and stuff like that. But it's like R&B now. Well, rap
what is
is
Johnny?
different because rap, you was naked or not, it was okay. It was like it was expected. The girls in
Yeah,
rap could be a little raunchy, but R&B, you wasn't. It wasn't expected to be a little raunchy, to be a little bit. They thought you was sing about love in R&B, but now R&B just as raunchy as hip hop or rap.
Hell, maybe even raunchier. Yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely a little raunchier. And no one's if they're singing about love, you can't hear it. It's somewhere in between the lines, but it's kind of lost. And then
sing about sex.
you can't play most of their music videos during the daytime because the things be too much.
I just want
Oh,
you to know, as you said that, Chris Brown literally has a song talking about you gonna give it up, and the other nigga got and like the girl got a boyfriend, but he still wants her to come through.
That's, didn't
And
I just say most of the music is not about love no more? It's they want to bust it wide open.
bruh, Summer
All season.
Walker's, bruh, Summer Walker in her album "Still Over It." The very first song is called "Bitter."
Hmm.
Like,
But back
yeah,
in the
hell
day,
no,
it
it's
was
not about
like
love.
yeah, people would, they were singing about cheating spouses. They were singing about this and they were singing about that. But you couldn't even realize it was how bad it was because you were young. So it just didn't seem like until now you older and you looking like this was out of control
I,
back then
I
too.
mean, shit. Tank got a whole song about killing somebody's husband.
Yeah, but it's the way they sung it. Now they just every singer's halfway of a rapper. So and every rapper damn near a singer too.
yeah. This is, any last word before we move on to the next topic?
Hey man, music is
Yeah, man,
music,
go ahead.
but I still cannot seem to think that Queen Naja had some fault in all of this.
What?
Queen Queen Naja.
All
Y'all,
right, Dion. So
y'all
for
bringing back
context,
blaming Queen Naja for everything.
bruh, yeah, like, hey, they started doing this, so I did it too. Just we're gonna blame her for everything. It's her fault. I don't know why. It just is.
Somebody needs to you need a scapegoat for everything. Anyway, this was one of the videos when Benzino was crying. Hold on.
Got nothing against some of them that can rap, but I care about us more. I don't want to go through. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't got nothing against some of them.
Oh, that was a short video. Hold on.
I don't
Hold
got
on. So
nothing
what's
against some of them. Got nothing against some of them that can rap, but I care about us more. I don't want to go through. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want. For 22 years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about Eminem. The fuck you want me to do? Come on, man. My daughter came into the industry figuring that, hey, I gotta be cool with Eminem because everybody's against my dad. You think this shit is fucking cool? Oh, man. We're failing as a people. I don't got nothing against Eminem. Got
Yeah,
nothing against Eminem.
yep, that was
I,
basically him crying.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
So what's the problem exactly?
Oh, I'm trying
He's
so hard not to laugh.
Well,
it's
like
just him, it's just him
Eminem,
being drunk and sad. He's been
Eminem
big
is getting too
context
much credit. Is that what's going on here?
for context. Him and Eminem been beefing since like the 90s. He
I
used to
know
own,
all about that.
he used to run the Source magazine. If you remember the Source
Uh-huh.
magazine,
He didn't
he was the one
run.
that ran the
Yeah.
Source magazine.
He owned the
They've been
source magazine.
they've been beefing for 22 years, and let's just
I
say,
know the whole story between Eminem and Benzino. It's just him again trying. I'm trying not to laugh, but this shit is funny.
Well, this is what women want. They want that emotional man.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But
they ain't
okay.
got, I was about to say they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. On to our next topic.
I'm
Before
surprised
we
all these girls clowning when they been asking for him.
asking for who? A nigga with no neck?
No, a nigga who was willing to cry on their shoulders and let them know how they feel and what's bothering them.
Mm, that depends on what it is.
Now he getting clowned for crying out loud. That's
That
crazy.
depends, that depends on what it is. Don't nobody want to, don't nobody take a man serious. They're just crying off of anything. There's certain things that you are socially allowed to cry about and get away with. Like if somebody died or something like that, yeah, you can cry. The people ain't gonna judge you too much for that. But like if you just crying over I don't know what his problem is exactly, but if you like you being jealous about something, they gonna clown you 9 times out of 10.
Uh, it's I don't know. I didn't feel no type of way. Then again, I ain't got no dog in this fight, but I know it would be annoying. Like every 22 years, someone brings up Eminem, but
Mhm.
I think that's the nature of this business. It's just like they're probably going to bring him up until he
I think a lot of
dies.
people tired of. I think a lot
Well,
of people tired
Eminem
of people
just made
bringing
a
up
diss
Eminem and
record
rap.
though. Eminem had just made a diss record, so that's why it was brought up again. And
A
that's why
diss
everybody was like,
Toward
oh,
who?
beef, that's the issue. And then because Corey ended up putting a statement stating that, oh, beefing is like whack or something and or whatever. And so people assume that because her dad and whenever her dad got beef, that's why they're not gonna have it was a lot that went into this whole situation that ended up leading to this moment. But Eminem just did a diss record, dissing Benzino, like a whole verse dissing Benzino and chorus, technically.
I haven't heard it. I know it's out there. I just haven't heard it.
It was
Right.
all over social media.
I have not. I'm not gonna lie. I have not cared about that. It's enough to. I feel like it's enough to talk about. Not really much to care. But but like I said, some
Mhm.
people just going to be forever. 50 Cent and Ja Rule, Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas, Eminem and Benzino. And some just beats just never gonna get settled. On to our next topic. Are y'all interested in buying these Trump Force Ones that cost $400? The Never Surrenders, right here.
Absolutely.
Trump what?
These are Trump Force Ones. That these are actual shoes that Donald Trump has made.
You got a
Or
picture?
it's right here. Look at them.
I'm not
Let me
paying
see.
$400 for no damn shoes, regardless of who paid them. I don't some shoes
Oh, I
from
got a
back then
lag.
that
That's
Donald
why I
Trump.
can't see. I still see the guy crying. I got some lag, some latency going on.
No, look at my screen. Look, just look at the main screen because I
Mhm.
got the share screen on. It should pop up.
Oh, there they go. The
Yeah.
gold joints.
Yes.
Yeah,
These
they look interesting. I wouldn't buy them though.
these are ugly. These look cheap. I'm not even gonna hold you. These look Very, very
Oh,
cheap.
The
throw
gold.
those the entire fucking way.
They look like Supremes.
They look like they need to be thrown the fuck away.
There's a million shoes that is literally built in that same format, that same style. These mid tops or technically high tops.
We got
They
the
look like every
American
other
flag on
regular.
it.
Yeah, there's like nothing different about these shoes than any other shoes. The only thing different is the gold with the stars on the back or
But
whatever
it's
that is on the back of it.
but it's Trump. That's what it is. That's the difference. Yeah, and it's Trump. I
I
think
might
these
get
sold out. I
no.
think these sold out too. So somebody bought these. So like,
Well,
Fucking rednecks.
a lot of people would buy them because they look like the same pair of shoes that's in the market now. It don't look any different than the only thing is these are all gold. So if you like, it's too many guys that would wear these shoes.
It's giving Fat Farm.
that's thank you. I was what? I was,
What is it? Wait, what?
it was giving Fat Farm. Thank you.
Oh Christ!
Oh my god, that's what it was giving Fat. Thank you. I was like, it reminded me of when Fila was trying to make their own Prada shoes or some shit.
Oh my god.
The Pilates. that's what the shit reminded me of. Oh right, those are. But if you want them, those are 400 bucks. And
I
I
will
don't
say
know.
I feel like they look better in like when you see them in motion
mm-hmm.
because the guy was holding them in his hand and like kind of showing them off, and I'm like they looked a little better in well it's not in person but in motion. I'll say like the picture kind of doesn't give it justice because the gold is like a really intense gold, like it's shiny.
That's Trinidad James gold. That's
Yeah,
that's the don't believe me just watch gold. That's
But I don't think it's an ugly shoe.
uh, it's
I
it's
don't see uglier shoes that's being sold for more than $400.
okay, by Balenciaga.
thank you.
Exactly.
I was
Like
about to say this.
Kanye big ass is or them red boots, them big old Clifford the Red Dog boots. And that's like what, 1,500 or something? I don't know.
The
So
Astro.
there's a lot of shoes in this world that's being sold for a whole lot. And there's probably some gold shoes that look just like that already being sold for 10,000 or something. Um, the price isn't ridiculous because y'all don't spend more on Jordans. I'm not saying y'all
Oh,
saying
give it time and let these just become a collector's item.
That's the only reason why I will own them.
but
That's the only
they
reason.
I don't think they're ugly shoes. I just why would I spend $400 on some damn regular gold ass shoes? To me, they don't look different than what's already in the market. I don't see nothing special about them.
Yeah, but when you go out in the market, watch you don't find those gold shoes with gold stars in the back.
There's a lot of those though. Like if you Google search gold tennis shoes or gold sneakers or whatever, gold high top, it will be a million of those shoes that look just like that. And
Uh,
that's the Trump
sold,
version.
sold in Brazil,
Exactly. Like I don't seen some
India,
influencers wearing gold shoes. Um
Spain.
I can get them in China for like $5. Let's get it. Yeah.
it's
I
not
could,
the shoes he made was
shit,
nothing
I could
special.
go to PG Plaza right now and get the gold joints that light up.
Be quiet right now.
Hi, Xavier.
Hi, Foda.
Q the Reach God done into the chat. What's going on, Q?
I was just saying, if I want some gold shoes, I can get some gold shoes that actually do
Black man. Yeah,
something.
that's me.
I'm fly cause I'm hot. You ain't cause you not.
Yo,
Hey,
Q,
hey,
we was
hey,
talking about
hey,
them Trump Force Ones. So did you see
hey.
them?
What we don't do in here is quote memes. Okay.
Listen here.
What's good, X? How you been, man?
I'm fly cause I'm. You ain't cause you.
You know what, X? I'm gonna give you a pass. You're the only person that can actually say that because it actually applies to your life for real.
Yo, Q, have you seen the Trump Force ones that been going around? What are your thoughts on them?
Who?
The Trump Force ones. You haven't seen
Who?
what you haven't seen what they look like. Hold on. I still got the picture up.
Q know he got them on Express. Stop faking.
Absolutely
he
no, I
got
don't. No,
he
I
got them
don't.
on the at the cart.
Oh God.
Okay.
Right here.
Ew,
Right.
what
Look
the
at the
fuck?
screen, Q.
What the fuck is that?
Trump's shoe. That's Donald Trump's shoe. The never
Hey,
surrenders. That's what they're
hey,
called. They're called the never surrenders.
hey.
Make America great again.
Those shoes look like something the sun would wear from Sky High.
Oh man, listen, the MAGA ones. We got the
That look like a GTA Online sneaker.
Oh my god, ill. It
Damn.
does.
Woo.
It does.
Doesn't it? Like that's how you ruin it right there. You can buy that on GTA right now.
Somebody needs to Photoshop them into the fucking store.
That shit's sad. Ew, why Trump just oh my god. And it's a big ass T on the side too.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there with the NFTs he had in the cards, the Trump cards, the superhero where they had him as the superheroes.
Bruh, I'd rather wear prodigies.
Prodigy. Then the Filadas, man. You gotta wear them Filadas.
Oh, ew, fuck no. Man, somebody call Birdman and tell him bring the lugs back.
Nah, they can stay. They can stay.
Yeah, those yeah, my bad. them cream of wheat boots that he had. Them just was horrible. And he had the nerve to have a commercial for him too.
Of course, gotta advertise.
Gotta advertise, Playboy.
No, man, because when the fuck have you seen a Timberland advertisement?
In the magazine.
Exactly, that's it. You ain't saying no commercial on BET. Why? Because our black ass is gonna buy him any fucking way. But Birdman out there trying to promote these boots that he don't even wear. Like at least wear your product. Is Trump wearing those shoes?
He was showing them off.
I really want to see him wearing them.
No, that's not good. Is he wearing them? Have you seen him with the shoes on?
I haven't seen him with the shoes on, but like he showed when he showed them out.
I will not wear these shoes. I have my Loro Pianas.
These are original shoes.
These shoes.
No one else has these shoes. They're fire. These are
they are great.
Fire.
They are fire. The young kids will have them. They'll love them. Everybody will want them.
Who do you know has gold shoes? Name 5. My shoes have gold specks.
Oh,
they're not Jordans. They're not LeBrons. They're not Kobe's.
Move over, Michael Jordan.
You urban kids can afford these, can't you?
I don't see your beloved Barack Obama out here bringing shoes.
Okay. Because we're doing a bunch of Do You Cares. On to the next Do You Care. Do you care that there are some radio stations that's trying to shut Beyonce's country song down because they don't want to play them at the radio station?
Why?
I do not.
Why? I'm like, why? Why does that matter? Beyonce got enough hits. Leave her alone.
Let me tell you why I don't care. Because Beyonce is not for the people, okay? And I'm gonna need people to wake the fuck up.
And also, Xavier, you have been saying this for years.
Okay? I'm waiting for people to wake up because the final straw should have been paying $28 for her fucking movie tickets.
Oh man!
Oh my gosh!
She put a movie out of a
that pissed me all the way off.
Oh, this shit was crazy. Hold on.
And it was $28 for kids.
Hold on, X. You know how we real detailed with this. Let's talk about this, bro.
Let's talk about it.
Let's
watched
talk
it.
about this. Let's start off with the fact that she charged $2,000 for nosebleeds.
Remember, Beyonce didn't charge that. That was Ticketmaster.
I'm not trying to hear that bullshit. I don't give a fuck. You knowing who your husband
Hey,
is.
they have to make an agreement with her to determine the ticket prices, don't they?
You are getting at least 60% of that revenue back some way, somehow. So I'm not trying to hear none of that shit.
Okay.
So we're gonna say
fuck that.
you're paying damn near $2,000 for nosebleeds. Let's talk about the fact that nobody has given her consent to use their images for any fucking thing. Let's talk about that. Then she takes that same video with no consent behind it and makes a movie out of it. It then charges people $28. So hold up, she doubles what an actual good movie is worth just for us to see a concert that cost $1,000.
Yeah.
And the children's ticket was 28, adults 28, seniors were 28.
Xavier,
Ain't no military discounts.
Xavier, but that X,
Wow.
that ain't even the cold part. X, you want to know the cold part?
And even the bootleggers wasn't bootlegging it.
I feel like I know what you're gonna say because my best friend just told me this weekend.
No. You want to know the cold part? Motherfuckers still went anyway. Like these people are stupid.
It wasn't that much people. Them theaters was empty, and it did. Even when it was getting ready to come off of theaters, it still was up there. The prices.
Yeah, it was not.
I didn't even know they had separate prices.
It don't even gotta be a lot of people. Too many people went.
My best friend told me that he's a AMC rewards member, so he gets free tickets. He said that you couldn't use your free tickets to see the movie.
Oh my God!
I can also confirm.
I'm like, how greedy?
Yeah.
How greedy?
Hey, you don't get billions of dollars by being, affordable.
And then here she come with Act 2, so she can do another concert this summer, so she can try to be a billionaire. Beyonce, I
ain't she already?
But she's just been getting on my nerves. And
I've
then
never been the biggest Beyonce fan.
Big fans who been wanting to see "Break My Soul" video. She recorded that fucking video 2 years ago in Brooklyn, and she still hasn't released a fucking video. I'm like, what? I'm tired of Beyonce.
Does not
secrecy.
care.
She's so secretive. She always want to act so. I can't do this, and everybody has to wait till 12 o'clock in the morning and get my stuff. I don't need to advertise. I don't need to go on SNL and perform. I'm tired of her.
I've been over it for a long time. Beyonce, I didn't understand.
I was over her once her belly folded in that interview when she sat down.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I was over her then.
Yeah, that was.
What is that?
That was torture.
People used to argue me down at AI about that shit. That was her stomach. No, it wasn't.
Look, I ain't like it. Look. She's weird. She's extra weird. She's quiet and weird.
She just looks high all the time.
She looks like she's like sedated.
Exactly. She looks high all the time. Like,
no, Ray. I look high all the time. She looks sedated. She looks like she's been hypnotized by the higher ups.
No, they said that Jay-Z drugs her and controls her.
I mean, there's a reason why Lemonade went triple platinum. That album went crazy when it came out. And it was about how the nigga was cheating.
And
It was funny because Jay-Z looked like he don't care about shit.
Like, bruh,
You
at
want to know what's
all.
you want to know what's you want to know what's even more fucked up? What if Jay-Z didn't cheat? What if that all was a fucking publicity stunt to sell that fucking album?
And it worked.
And it worked.
That's why I'm like, what can you believe these days?
Nothing on TV, that's for sure.
Like I can't. It's impossible for me to believe anything at this point. I feel like
It's hard
Beyonce
to
is the
believe
biggest.
media.
She's the biggest con artist in the fucking world right now.
But back to the subject, I don't feel bad for Beyonce. Beyonce is not a country singer. And I'm tired of people telling us black people started. Be quiet. That's not the kind of country music that's on right now. You know exactly what kind of country music it is. Just because she came and released a song with a country beat does not make her a country singer.
She didn't stole like 5 different beats the last album any fucking way. Like she's the only. I've never seen somebody. She literally stole the entire song. And nobody even respects the originators of this song. But this song has been played for. How do you take Frankie Beverly and Maze? This is like the cookout
She had
song.
no business. She had no business.
She had no business. Like this is the cookout song, and you take it. And like I was like that. That was when I was over her. I was just like, yeah, you have no more. You have no juice with you. Everything that people say about you has been proven a fact. You go and you steal somebody else's whole persona and shit, and you make it your own, and that's how you became great. I am still convinced that she stole everything A. Marie created and made it her own.
And this is why I am a big proponent of rich people just fucking being quiet and being out of the motherfucking way. You don't need to make all that noise.
Ray, nobody told you stop laughing at me. You know I've been saying that for years.
You have.
Like
You have.
First she ripped off Aaliyah, and then she turned around and ripped off A. Marie, and that's how she lasted for the last 10, 15, 20 years.
You know what? Because every time you say that, you know what I think of? That J. Cole song, Nice Watch, Run That. That's what I think of. Is it nice style? Run it.
Run it.
Hands in the air.
I swear, because it was like A. Marie had 2 hits, and then all of a sudden you don't hear from her again. Ever.
Three.
Let's not
forget Talking to Me.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite song, to be honest. 3. And you just disappeared. No fucking way. She did the same thing to fucking Carrie Hilson. Do I gotta keep
No, Black Twitter killed Carrie Hilson.
Yeah, she did that to herself.
No,
she didn't. She did something that everybody else was afraid to do, and it just backfired because it was hot.
She did it to herself.
That don't mean her career had a plummet.
I keep telling people Beyonce is a religion.
But you get what I'm saying, right?
I get it. Beyonce is a religion. Up there with Christianity, Muslims, and then there's Beyonceism. All right.
Hey, don't forget Judaism.
Shut up.
Yeah, true.
Beism. That's crazy.
Instead of being baptized, you've been baptized. You know.
Oh, she's going to hell. God
needs to be. But you know what?
But I've been saying this. There's a church in Atlanta that sing Beyonce songs.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Of course, it's in Atlanta.
Yes,
it has to be in Atlanta.
Well, this is probably why Beyonce's son has the issues he has now, because it's all catching up to her.
You said Beyonce's son?
I'm just being messy, but yeah.
Because I don't even see the son.
Yeah, because he has a type of ism, and I'm pretty sure they just don't want people talking about him.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does he now?
Yeah, that's why you don't ever see him, except for a little snippet in a little video. But when you look at him, you could see it.
I think Carrie Hilson, if she still wanted to put out music for real, if she still cared for her career for real, she could have still kept on putting out music.
Mm-mm,
Exactly, but it's too late now.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
It's too
And
late now.
Beehive would knock her ass down.
No, I'm about to say they wouldn't have gave her a chance.
No, but Carrie
No,
Hilson had a lot of her own fans.
She do.
exactly.
She had
And
a
I feel like
big
people
following.
they be using somebody to say, "Oh, my career didn't flourish." Like Carrie, if your career was like, regardless of what, she could have still kept on putting music, still working hard, and as long as your fans truly like you or they truly support you, they'll still buy your stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
and
But like
I
you
can't
can
say
but
say,
the
"Oh,
people
Beyonce
turned
ruined her
when your
machine
career."
behind
fans,
her.
but when your fans are also Beyonce fans who tend to take sides, you tend to lose out on that. On top of you not going to get radio play because radio stations is hearing if you play Carrie Hilson, you can't play my music, and then that's going to ruin stuff like that. And and then think about it. Carrie Hilson was a great songwriter anyway, so she really had a backup plan, regardless of if she even put another hit out or not. Some people just actually get tired of going back and forth with that shit. Like she know how the business is. Beyonce gonna get what the fuck she want, even though she's not that fucking talented to some people. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is.
And
And
don't forget, Carrie Hilson is not an independent artist, so the machine wasn't producing her anymore.
yeah,
She wasn't producing herself either. She wasn't putting out any music for her like that. And then all of a
But
sudden,
she
she came out
can.
and she was
The
a
the
whole
you,
people
relationship.
the
you can't
owners of the record
if the
company
label's not
is
going
in
to
charge of
support you,
that.
if the label's not going to support you and invest in you and promote you the way they will promote their other artists, is what you can only do but so much. If I'm putting my heart and soul,
That's why Maya fell off,
yeah,
quote
Yo,
unquote.
I was
Maya
just
literally
about to
walked.
mention
Maya walked
Maya.
away.
Xavier, we here. I was just about to mention Maya.
I'm about to say Maya literally walked away. She said, "I realized this shit. I went away and I took care of myself."
Yeah, she tried to go independent, and her labels was trying to make her use auto tune and just do all kind of stuff that wasn't her.
Yeah,
And when people own your stuff, and or when people really can control the avenues that you can go through, you are screwed.
yeah,
That's
especially
the
in
reason
that
why
business.
Azealia Banks is not running the world, because she ended up just doing stuff herself.
And now you got other people doing her style.
Listen, if Azealia
Yo,
Banks never was opinionated, Azealia Banks would have been taken over.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, agreed.
There's a light skinned chick down in Atlanta doing like some EDM shit. That I was like, this sounds like some Azalea Banks shit.
Hmm.
If
What
I
is her name?
I don't know if I could find the video. I will. I swear to God, I
Is
would
this
play.
light skinned chick with Lil Yachty?
Oh no, she dressed like a prostitute like she dressed like an old school prostitute.
Oh,
But
dang. I don't know you talking about that. Dang, that's fucked up. An old school prostitute? That's bad.
bruh, if you see the outfit,
Damn.
she had like the fur coat on. She dressed like an old school prostitute.
Well, some old school prostitutes was fierce.
No, I know that. I know that.
What's the what's the YouTube channel when niggas be in the hood and you like the microphone? What's that channel?
Oh, I know you talk about
Uh-uh.
on my block or something like that. Ain't that what it's called when they rap the song on the street?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'll find it.
But yeah, Beyonce, sorry, you're not a country singer. If they don't want to play your music, oh well. Oh well. What you want, a country award?
Right. Because how old is this article, the one that you read?
How old is who?
The one about them not wanting to play Beyonce music.
Oh, that's recent. That's probably like last week, like literally after the Super Bowl.
Oh, you talking about that radio station?
Yeah.
And
They already cleared it. Beyonce is already on the radio.
Yeah, now, but it was at that time they wasn't trying to play her songs on the radio. That's why.
Because she wasn't on the top 40. They sent the message saying she's not on top 40. They ain't know nothing about her being a country singer. She dropped her music literally right after the Super Bowl. Nobody knew she was, and then the next day, everybody was expecting that music to be on somebody's top 40 list.
And you believe that? that a white station in Tennessee wasn't going to try to play no Beyonce?
Oh, I could believe that.
Nobody knew Beyonce was country. Beyonce woke up and she wanted to be country. I didn't even know she had a song. Even though she dropped it on Super Bowl, I still didn't know she had a song.
Little Dicky woke up Chris Breezy. What's that?
The only reason why I knew she had a song was when that girl had made that post in regards to the radio station saying that, they can't play her song because she's not on there, whatever. I'm like, Beyonce got a country song.
Why not? Extra income.
She don't need no damn extra income. She need to go sell.
Yeah, and to me, I was just like, that's childish of her because we all know K. Michelle been screaming up and down, left and right that she wants to go into country, and this year is gonna be her country era. And then boom, Beyonce want to jump into country.
Oh yeah, K. Michelle had a problem with that
That's
too.
a good
I
point.
remember that.
That irritated me when Beyonce did that. I was like, that's childish because like, when have you been talking about country?
And what is Monica coming out of the fucking country?
And just that fast
and
material
she
life,
talking
you
about
have
some,
proven
yeah,
my
country
point.
girl.
Damn.
Just that fast material life, you have proven my point.
Yeah, she
takes.
tried to still K shine. Like
She
K
rides,
really just did a
she
whole.
rides a wave and makes it her own, and then everybody flocks to her like she did it.
Nice watch. Run that.
That's who's not Beyonce fan. Literally didn't know she dropped
I found
country song.
Maybe I found it.
And I think if the girl didn't make that post, nobody else would have known because nobody else had gave a damn. Like people are kind of like low key, like the ones who go to Beyonce concert is because it's like it's the place where everybody's at. So they're like, most people wasn't even gonna go to the concert that the one she just had, but it was like, oh, everybody's showing up. I need to go. People start buying tickets.
Oh yeah, the fans are showing up. The fans are showing up. But is that I found it, Xavier.
The white girl.
Her name is Malay Zahn.
Light skin.
And the song is called Gag. It's like, yeah.
Can you feel the energy? I could tell you get into me. You could call that synergy. Call me queen.
First of all, tell me she don't dress like a prostitute from the 90s. You don't see that.
And from GTA. What does she got?
Yes.
Citizen,
right?
I got time today. But you ain't no friend to me. On my side, it's never safe. Oh, there's a whole lot of chips in my bag. Don't forget my dip. Sure, flip this switch.
That's enough to play. But that's what I was saying. That music reminded me of the Azalea Banks when you listen to that shit. It was like some EDM hood shit or some shit.
It's EDM stripper music.
Thank you.
Also, I just want to say this: Beyonce does not need to be in the remix for fucking Savage. She did not need to be in the remix.
Who?
Megan wanted that.
I know.
Megan
I know.
wanted that.
I know. But yo, okay.
But how would Megan have gotten a Grammy if Beyonce was not on that remix?
I don't care about that.
She would have won the Grammy for her shot up huff.
Stop.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, I can't believe I laughed at that.
You don't want to ask for.
Hey man, if it's funny, it's funny.
It's funny, but
I'm just glad. I'm just glad no
Oscar,
one
Image
thought I was
Award,
bullshitting when
all
I
type
said
of
she
shit.
dressing like an old school prostitute. So that's
No, usually when you say somebody look like something, it's true.
That's definitely a GTA stripper.
that's a GTA stripper. Well, she even walked like one when she came in too. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you know they like to walk like them bugs.
Bro, no, she didn't. She did not walk in there like a GTA character.
No, she walked like the long bug from
Men
Men
in
in
Black.
Black.
yeah.
Wanda.
Yes.
Christ.
Oh shit! Almost choked on water. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
You won't break my soul.
You already did. And my pockets.
You won't break my soul.
You have no soul.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There was something that Father was showing me earlier this week that I meant to put on a list. I did put on a list, but um, it was about Desi Banks and him in this video. I'm gonna just play the video.
Oh, it's new.
It's muted.
Damn it. Hold on.
What's he?
You said it's muted?
Yeah, I couldn't hear shit.
Right.
Oh shit. Okay, I see what he did. All right.
I read where an ex put you out.
Oh yeah,
So tell that story.
yeah. That's when I was first, in my business days, really chasing my dream of comedy. And at the time, I felt like she didn't believe in my dream, and my goals. I used to want her to support me so much. I thought there was gonna be a woman I was gonna be with. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of stuff with her. You know what I'm saying? Every dime that I got, and where I was working, I gave to her. The only thing I wanted to do was get me a haircut and pay my cell phone bill so I could, shoot my video.
Right.
But I felt like at the time the money it wasn't coming fast enough.
Right.
It wasn't there. So she went to, you need to get a job, you need to do this, you need to do that. Well, I can't do this no more. So you might have to, go do something else. So it sent me to my grandmama's house. You know what I'm saying? So I was staying with my grandma for a little minute. And at that
But
moment,
that happened at late at night. That was like,
yeah. Like,
so she put you out like 2, 3 in the morning.
yeah. And crazy. Like I cried. Like I cried. I was crying already. Like, when you chasing something, man, you trying to make this shit work. And man, I remember this shit like yesterday, bro. Like, I was trying to talk to her. She was like, boy, if you don't go to sleep. I'm like, what? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, okay. And that made me cry even harder. So I just walked in the living room, like, damn, shit, like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And like I said, I had this, I'm so spiritual, I'm so connected with God. I had this bubblegum rapper, man. And this bubblegum rapper that I held on for a little minute. I still got a picture on my phone. And man, it said stand-up comedy. I swear to God, it said stand-up comedy. And that was the thing that I was like running away from for a long time. Like I didn't want to do it. But a little fear was kicked in when when it came to it. But and also so crazy. I used to have these crazy dreams, bro. Like real talk. I used to have these crazy dreams while I was in like prison. So like when I was over there, I was in prison, and like the gates was open. Like the gates was open. Like come out. But I was so afraid to go out. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I think we get the gist of it. Father, you what was it about that you wanted to kind of like dive in on?
When this like interview came out, bro, the think pieces and the reach arounds and bruh, oh my god! You ever seen that meme of the one dude with a whole like bunch of people in the background and he's like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." That was me. Like, bro, I was like, "What?" And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes, all of you are wrong." And then he was like, "Yes Because it's like, bruh, how the fuck are y'all literally misinterpreting what the nigga said? Because people just assumed that the nigga was just this jobless nigga with absolutely no money and wasn't trying to pay no bills or nothing like that. And I'm like, he never said that. He said that the money was not coming in quick enough and it wasn't enough for the woman that he was with at the time. So she kicked him out and he moved to his grandma's house and tried to make his dream work, in which he did, right? So you got to think of it because it's two sides of the same dumbass coin. You got a whole bunch of niggas sitting there talking about, hey man, you got to support the man when you just dream. You know what I'm saying? We got to dream and shit like that. And then on the other side, you had Tweedledum over there talking about, I'm not obligated to do anything. I'm not obligated to do this. I'm not obligated to do that. And I'm like, all of y'all are motherfucking missing the point. This man, first and foremost, he has a goal. You feeling what I'm saying? He has a goal. What like the money that he was making was going towards his goal. And not only that, but when you consider the fact that their relationship did not work out, that doesn't mean that you all of a sudden have agency to attack the woman that left him because she had every right to, or attack him because he didn't have it at the time. And that's what I was seeing the most. It was like a dude's piling up on the ex that broke up with him because, she didn't support the dream. And then a whole bunch of women that was getting on Desi for being broke and saying that no one's obligated to stay with your broke ass and shit like that. And I'm like, bruh, like, and this is why shit like dating and like that is so difficult because y'all are so fucking judgmental. You feeling what I'm saying? Y'all like to look at other people's relationship, micro analyze it, and then try to make it seem like you are the profound one with the stupid shit that you say. And it's getting so motherfucking annoying because when people are actually being authentic, because hey, let's tell the truth, there are men out here that are broke and still, and they try and they strive and they don't give up and they keep going despite the ridicule of the entire motherfucking world. And you know what? You do have women that when they build men up, those very same men shit on them and betray them and then go for other options while neglecting all the help that he got from that woman. All of that shit motherfucking exists. You don't have to bring that shit up every single motherfucking time a story like this happens because y'all niggas are fucking insufferable. Good lord. It just got to the point where it was just like nobody was talking about the video anymore. Everyone just had an opinion about, oh, I get money, I get this. No, no, you can't be with me if you're not making this type of money. And I'm like, I don't care if I'm kicking you out. And I'm like, bro, y'all are so fucking insensitive. Y'all are not good people. And honestly, y'all just showing your ass every single time, every single chance you get when people are being authentic.
That's it. I don't want to like cut you off.
Go ahead.
That, everything you talked about, it reminded me of Tyler Perry's was it Acrimony? It reminded me of the movie Acrimony. Like,
Oh God.
it's
Can we not?
Any way to refer Tyler Perry?
that shit don't remind you of Acrimony? You
I
telling me
don't
the shit?
want to think about a Tyler Perry movie.
Especially that one.
Nah, basically, hey, I'm not gonna lie. Throughout that entire conversation he had with Shannon Sharp, the first thought I was having was like,
He
damn,
country as hell.
I wonder what female that was. And I know she pissed the fuck off now. That's why, hey, if a nigga got, if a man has drive to pursue his dreams, why not support him? I don't understand. Sometimes support, moral support, spiritual support, emotional support. It takes a lot, like, for a man to actually pursue his dreams. He has to have the confidence to want to pursue his dreams in the first place. Like, it takes a lot to get there. So, but I mean, what did y'all expect? Y'all knew people was going to find every tiny detail to have something to say about some shit. The internet is weird. They just find any way to try to flip some shit, to try to make it seem like somebody is. And even if he was jobless, supporting his dreams, look where he is now. So why does that matter back then?
Yeah, paid off.
Exactly. So clearly he did something right. Who's like I'm not getting it. Like why is there's always a reason for a man to be in the fault. Like he gambled, he won. How was he wrong?
He ain't win soon enough.
He ain't win the right
Right.
way.
That's everyone's problem. He ain't win soon enough or whatever.
Hey, it took LeBron 9 years to win.
But
Took
none of us
Jordan,
know.
like it take time. These motherfuckers ain't just waking up being the greatest or even being good. But I'm sorry, material life.
None of us know exactly how long she was supporting him, how long, they was up, how long he went to prison for, how long she held him down for. Like, we don't know nothing about the whole story or her portion of it, or how, like, she probably was fed up, or probably there's more things to it that he's only speaking on the fact that, you know, it wasn't coming quick enough, and she sent them back home. She was like, "Yeah, I'm done." So we don't know exactly what was the final straw for her, because none of us know, because we only getting a
And,
half, not even a full.
and none of that is any of our fucking business.
But that's part of, if he's bringing out a story, right? And you're only seeing, and his only thing about the story is the fact is, it wasn't coming quick enough. We don't know, like, he went to prison at one point. So was they still together when he went to prison, came back out, she was holding him down? Like, we don't know. It probably was 9 years before he finally, because he said it took him until, like, to go into comedy. You don't know how long it took him to finally go into comedy. Like, they could have been together for 10 plus years, or they could have been together for 5 years. We don't know nothing about their backstory. Um,
But
she was
why is any of that important? At this stage of things, why is any of that important?
Well, why tell the story if none of that's important? Then he could have kept that story
Yeah,
his
okay,
in his.
okay. You're talking like specifics and shit, and he don't need to share that. He gave us
Well,
that
then
little glimpse of that situation.
that's
That's
still
you
specific.
know,
You're saying that this woman didn't hold you down because the money wasn't coming quick enough, and um, she sent you back to your mom.
did
Right. So
did
it
him a
looks like the
favor.
woman was the bad apple, or she was the piece of shit, or she couldn't hold a man down. Like, whatever the situation was, it's given one sided. Like, we don't know no part. He could have kept that story in his vault forever. Like, or they both could
I
have brought
wonder
it
what
together and
I
not
wonder what
released
it'd be like
it.
now if, for whatever reason, they got back together or were still together or whatever. And I can only imagine the level of entitlement that would be pouring out of this woman.
But it's not even that. That shit's over.
Yeah, that shit's
That was the point I was originally making.
I don't know. I
Nothing.
don't really look at it in the sense of like entitlement or anything like that. I just don't think that. I think there was just a rare occasion where, well, it's not a rare occasion, but I just think it was a situation where, what I'm saying, things didn't necessarily look like they were going to work out. And, I don't know, stuff, what I'm saying? Shit might have got tight. Things might have got, a little heavy. And, I mean, maybe it was more to it. But then again, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just that bland and that simple. Like, nobody really knows, to be honest. And usually in this day and age, when stories like that come out, you know what I'm saying, the person that the story is usually about usually comes out and speaks her piece or defends herself. We done seen that so many times when somebody does an interview and then the person that they're doing the interview about comes out and speaks up for something they said that wasn't correct. So like I feel like if whoever he's talking about didn't come out to defend herself or didn't come out to try to, you know what I'm saying, clear her name of that or clarify that situation, then I mean it could be some truth to it. I mean,
I don't see why would she want to clear her name or come out, especially if she's not trying to be a celebrity. If she's not trying to be like, unless she want to be a celebrity and want to get clout off of this situation and like go out there and give her 2% about the whole gist of everything that happened in their period of relationship, she might not clear. She might be married to somebody, uh, a great guy or something, and so it kind of looks like so I don't see why she would want to clear her name for the whole situation. But she probably don't want people to like people who don't know the
regardless
things
of
she
her
did.
stance or where she might be, there's no need for her to.
what to clear her name? I mean,
Because
I understand.
it's a triggering story to begin with, but it's just like why put it out there? Like, and like you like exactly like we don't know the gist of the story, and to be honest, it seems like a lot of times y'all men just feel like, y'all it's like bash woman or oh, just
Here
because
we go.
I'm not talking about you, Q, but I'm talking about it's like, oh, a woman screw up or a woman do this or she's not holding her man down or she wants or she's asking for so much or this and that. And it don't y'all may not see it as y'all doing it, but y'all do be doing it.
All
Like,
right, can I respond to what you're saying?
mm-hmm.
So on the behalf of some men actually feel like we take enough punches to the face from society from society of not meeting a certain standard. So it's like as soon as we get an opportunity to say, "Hey, you not meeting your standard either," we try to, you know what I'm saying, justify. And then
Attack the black woman.
it's also so hard to even get that across because women will defend other women before men will defend other men. If you attack a woman on the internet, it'll be 1,000 women on your ass about whatever the fuck you said. But us men, we don't have that same energy for each other, and that's the problem. So it's almost like some men actually take the opportunity, like, oh yeah, she fucked up. This is the only chance I got to be right because any other time I'm not going to be able to get shit off. Nothing I say is going to mean anything. Nothing you know what I'm saying, my thought process is not going to be considered. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot for us to even get certain things, to even get certain points across without offending y'all altogether. But we literally can take whatever y'all say. Women make a list of shit that we can't do for y'all because it's too cheap. Women have all of these standards and expect us to do all of these things, but they don't have to do anything. We take that to the chin. Not saying all women, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying there are women who have this mindset. And on top of us having to be responsible for our lifestyle and their lifestyle in which what they're talking about, they also don't take accountability for not being what I need you to be as a woman. If you asking me to pay 90% of the bills, I should get 90% of the woman. At least that should be the least I get. If I'm paying all these bills, I should at least get, you know what I'm saying? If I'm pursuing to pay all these bills, like it's a weird concept. It's almost like a competition, and it's not right. This shit gets old after a while, and people become miserable, and relationships become stale, and it goes all the way back down to where the fuck we don't want to be at. It's almost like it's like a pointing match. Like you
It
did it.
is.
Like it's like you did it. No, you did this, but you did this. Like we both
That's why
fucked
when
up.
she said, I immediately went to, oh, here we go.
Like you did this, but see, that's the problem. That's the problem, dude. I mean, Dion, because we don't. It's instead of addressing the situation with a clear mind and no like I didn't with no type of energy. I mean, I don't give emotion into this conversation because I understand both point of views.
I'm just
So,
tired of hearing certain shit.
but at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, men get penalized way worse than women do. So men are petty enough to point out as soon as a woman fucks up, we like, yeah, you fucked up. This is what you did. And we'll drag it because it's like this is the only opportunity we got to be right or to be, you know what I'm saying?
Mm, yeah.
You
It's
get what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
I get what you're saying. We need insurance. If we are right, we also need insurance with our rightness.
exactly, you get what I'm saying? This is something that we're not gonna get this opportunity again. Because I spend more of my time making up for whatever I didn't do. And on top of that, we don't care about certain shit so much that we don't make it a requirement for y'all to make up for shit y'all don't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll say something about it and then we'll move the fuck on. That's just how we are. And sometimes we can't do that. Sometimes, like, it's a different mindset for us. So, like, y'all might look at it like, why is it so big? Because we don't get these opportunities to be wrong. A woman could be dead fucking wrong and look us dead in our face and say it's our fault. And we are so dumb, we'll believe it.
For me, it was like the whole Desi and this girl, whatever, whoever she is. I was like, there's more. That it can't just be that. Like, you're making it seem like the girl's just all the way wrong. Like, there got to be more to it. Like, if she's held you down for a while, it wasn't like she held you down for 1 week and then she let you go. That's what it makes it out to seem like. The girl just, oh, the money wasn't coming, and she just sent you back packing. So you just
But
spent one
that
day in
was
prison.
my question of at this stage of things, why does that matter?
Because the thing is, you can't just go off of based off of just that one clip and then be like, oh, she was trash. No, she probably held them down for about 4 or 5 years. You don't know nothing about that part. And so she can't.
Okay,
She probably was, she
let me
probably was
rephrase
done and
let
tired.
me
Hold on,
But
hold
let
on,
me
that's
hold
rephrase
on.
my
okay.
point.
Dion, let her finish. Let her
She
finish.
probably was done and tired, and it probably there was some cheating probably happened. We don't know what the hell was going on. But the thing is, you can also say Desi, like at one point, if you probably, I don't know if he was taking in a regular job or if he was just focused more on his craft. He might pull in a little work here, a little work there. But he didn't have a goal to begin with. He wasn't doing comedy. He said it wasn't until after he went back home and then he had, I guess, a lollipop or something, whatever it was, a rapper of something,
Bubblegum.
a
Bubblegum rap.
bubblegum rapper. And it had said be like something about comedian, and he was like, and then he started focusing on that. So it was like, so you don't know exactly what was going on, but one thing for sure is once she finally let him go, he was able to unleash his full potential because she probably was holding him back. But we don't know that. But his full potential was unleashed after they was done. So it probably was required for him to get on his journey. She had to let him go so he can be able to, really go out there and, you know, dedicate 100% to what he wanted to do or how to go about to get into the bag. So he don't never have that same emotion that happened when that person kicked him out of her house and sent him back to his mom's house, and he had to go back over to his grandma crying. But it's like there's more. There's You can't just put out a little portion, and it's always gonna seem like the girl, oh, she's wrong. And the same thing, if a guy was to kick out a woman, in the middle of the night because she ain't producing nothing to the thingy, guys are like, oh, that's so wrong of him to kick her out and stuff like that because, well, it's his right. If he feel like she ain't producing nothing, she has the right. If she feel like he wasn't producing, it's their right to kick the motherfucker out their house if they want to.
Can I ask a question?
Hmm.
Do so. Let's say there's a relationship, and like the scenario you said, the woman is not really producing anything. Is that assuming that the man has tried to provide something for her or not?
What you mean?
Like, like an opportunity of some sort. Because here's my rationale, right? If I'm with someone and I notice that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like they're probably not pulling their weight as much. Like me as a partner, I'm going to try to address that. Like I'm going to sit them down and then we're going to have a talk about, okay, how can we make this situation better? Right.
Mhm.
But it just seems like a lot of the time, if someone like let's say gets laid off or something happens and they're not able to contribute as much, then all of a sudden it's like they're damaged goods. So is that the assumption? Is them being damaged goods the assumptions when you heard him say that he wasn't making money at the time and he was trying to chase his dream? And I'm not just talking about like you in particular, but like the
He
reaction that
said
it got.
he said it wasn't coming quick enough. But the thing is, he also said he went to prison at one point in time. He also said, he was making money. It was just wasn't as so. I don't know if he was making street money or whatever the situation was, or if it was a hood chick or however the situation came about that they met or whatever the situation was. But it wasn't like he just didn't have nothing of his own. But the thing is, he was living in her house. So that's usually if the person want to send you home, they have that right because it's theirs.
Yeah, that's a
And
that right there is true.
if a guy was living in his house and the girl's not producing, and he's had this conversation, or he feels like okay, he's done, he has the right to say, "Yo, let me send you back to your mama house." They were not married. He didn't have to go to divorce court to go fight for to send her back home. No, you have people. That's the problem is people be feeling like, oh, you have to continue on being miserable until somebody start killing each other in the house, right? Is that what we gotta wait for? Somebody starts shanking you in your
Mark,
sleep.
that's in the wedding vows. Technically, yeah.
That's
Technically,
Technically, that's what you say in the wedding vows. Better or worse, rich or poor, till death to us part.
mm,
yeah, but they weren't married.
that
Not
is
one bit.
that's also true too.
That is also true.
She
Yeah,
was
they weren't married.
She got a
so
point.
That don't
and
matter.
She
and
has
I
a valid point.
and he's from Atlanta, so it's not like the girls in Atlanta was all of a sudden grew up and they became a different type of girl.
No, they definitely been the same thing.
Exactly. So you should have known after a while, and then
She
I
was
don't even
going.
know how he got arrested. That she probably was already screaming at you, yelling at you, arguing with you. It was toxic as hell in that household, probably.
She said, "Show me the money." And
And I don't know why he got arrested because he didn't speak on it. But if he was selling drugs or doing something illegal, then you know what type of girl that was.
He a dope boy.
So
that
you,
girl is a real crowd pleaser.
you should have known. He was like, yeah, she probably was she went after some bigger and better things afterwards. Like, yeah, she went for another drug dealer.
That
It
is
So
doesn't make it better about that, but okay.
that's a good point. I ain't even think about that. He might have been something, dealing with something, and then he tried to quit doing something, and she went.
yeah, and I understand it hurt him, but like if she didn't let him go, he was still gonna be stuck doing the same. And I feel like the biggest blessing, like the story could have stayed in the vault, but regardless of what the biggest blessing was, by her letting him go, he was able to excel and be better. Sometimes the one that you think is supposed to be with you, she's supposed to. I guess she looked good, and she was supposed to, ride around with him, but she was holding him back. All the man was being with her was sending him to prison. Why would you want to stay? Like, why was you crying? You should have been rejoicing, happy.
Yeah, retrospect. That's in retrospect because at that point he's looking at where the fuck he's about to be at next. So in that moment, I don't think it's a time for rejoicing. And like he said in the video, like they had been through a lot of shit together at that point. So it just
Mhm.
felt, and yeah, he admitted that, hey yo, she wasn't really supportive of my dreams and shit like that. But it's like, but yeah, at that point, if it means that much to you, then that's a sacrifice that you got to be willing to make.
Exactly.
She just beat you to the punch.
Basically,
And he was going back home to his grandma or his mom, whatever it was. He acted like he was about to go to the homeless shelter or something. Like, there's a
man,
lot of people who couldn't even go
look,
back home.
Let
Some
me
people
say something
can't
to you.
even go home.
A man having to go back home to where he started. is just as bad as going to the homeless shelter.
If anything, it's worse.
Like it's not about where, it's the mindset that it puts you back in because like I swear women don't understand how much pressure we have on ourselves and how much it's hard for us not to look at other male species and not see where they are and be like, damn, I could be doing the same shit, but look, I keep making dumbass mistakes and ended up back here. Like,
But I think the pressure is not just on men, but I think it's just black people in general. Like we feel like
Oh no,
we should
with the
be
way things are right
better
now,
at.
trust it's a lot of pressure on black men in particular to be a certain kind of way.
No, because all black kids was told you have to excel. Let me not say all because I don't know nobody else's household. But I feel like black kids was always told you have to be better than your counterparts. You can't just be regular, smuggler. You can't. You have to excel, exceed.
ain't no good at that.
That's part of where it comes from.
Actually, it comes from us.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that black people are inserted in, we have excelled over the top. It doesn't matter
Mm-hmm.
what it is. That's just us.
And we'll
We
put
put
pressure on ourselves.
If you put a black person in any situation, they've been the best at it. You can't name a time where we weren't the best at something that we actually put ourselves in. Any sport we do it. Any type of uh, 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 artistic thing, anything artistic, we're great at it. Science, math, building, creating. Like, look at all the inventions we had. Look at all the things. Like, come on, bruh. Like we have. There's a target on our back for a reason. It's not because we're black. It's because we're black and we're actually good at every fucking thing. Without
Yeah,
practice. I know
yeah.
plenty of motherfuckers who could throw a football 50 yards without ever throwing a football before. Most of them are black.
Mm.
Yeah, and it just reminds me. So, like, you know them, bro. You know how like you be in the neighborhood with like a whole bunch of other randoms, and then there's just that one kid that just randomly know how to fucking flip and cartwheel and shit like that. No
Black
fucking
people.
training. Them niggas just be on monkey bars and doing flips and Power Ranger shit. You're just like, nigga, you're like 6 years old. What the hell?
Man, fuck that
And
nigga.
learned the shit purely by watching it on TV or some shit like
Bruh,
that.
let me tell you something, around Butler Gardens, that was like a weekly thing. Like they was flipping off the top of jungle gyms, all type of shit. Like we genuinely excel greater than any other race. That's just how
Yeah,
we are. And so there's the pressure isn't the pressure is manifested from our past people. Like it's an essence. There's an aura when a black person comes in the room. That's why it means more for a black man to have a certain posture, a certain stature, to dress a certain way, look a certain way. 'Cause
I was not.
that's pressure we put on ourselves, man. White people don't want us to be great.
So I was not trying to say that black men don't have abundance of pressure because y'all getting it from both sides. But I'm saying black people in general put a lot pressure on them, and then black women also put pressure on the black men also because we all have that same mindset. Like we feel like okay, y'all should be great, y'all should excel, and so then we expect more from our black men than we do from the white men because at the end of the day we just think they just mediocre all their whole entire life
But
and they fail at being mediocre.
material life. Do you want to know a secret though? Black men on this podcast, if I'm lying, correct me. The pressure that a black woman puts on a black man is added pressure. It's not the actual pressure that y'all are just an add-on to the pressure we put on ourselves. We worry. The first thing we worry about is looking
It's
ourselves in the mirror. That's the first thing we worry about. The second thing we
it's
worry
three
about,
it's 3 layers to this shit.
like,
I'll say it like this: it's 3 layers to the shit. If you want to be all the way real, there's society, there's y'all are women,
there's the
and as
counterpart and
Q
there's
just
self.
said, the person we got to face in the mirror.
It's always that. So like, we pressure ourselves regardless from Jump Street because we want to be whatever it is we want to be. We want to be the best at it. It don't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? All of it ain't great. All of it isn't good. All of it isn't healthy. But we tend to want to be the best at it. So that's just
Like
our
no one ever
nature.
was, David.
Like, just
Oh
that's
my
just our
God,
nature.
Dion.
He's
I
never.
went there and I feel no shame.
God damn it,
Do
Dion.
you
I just
ever feel
feel
shame?
Hell no.
nah, but like
It's
with
part
what,
of
what
my
both of
charm.
y'all said, with what both of y'all said, it's like the only thing that hurts me, like for real, it's not even my situation. Cause like, as a man, like you can face your situations and you can face your circumstances as long as you have the focus to do so, right? That's why when men lock in, that's why we be having the man caves and we want to do the shit alone because like it puts us in that focus, it puts us in that mindset so that we are aware of what's going on and exactly the information that we need in order to, fix it or whatever. I just
Oh,
think the sad
nigga,
part
I
is
be
when we
cherishing the
notice.
days when I have my apartment to myself. I cherish that shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the saddest part is when, we look back on our journey and then we see the younger ones coming up and we see that they got to deal with the same bullshit with women that we have to deal with. They got to deal with the societal pressures that we deal with. It's just seeing like other younger men going through that, like it do soften our heart a little bit because we knew what it was like to be rejected. We knew what it was like when moms or like the sister or like your girlfriend is just hunkering down on you, and you're like, bro, y'all don't see that I'm fucking trying. You feeling what I'm saying? It's like it's not.
Mm.
I'm not just sitting on my ass. It's just sometimes there's going to be a lot of moments in men's life where shit just don't work out. It got nothing to do with you. It's probably shit that's beyond your control. But we got to be the ones to like take the hits and then keep going. And sometimes it's like Q just said, y'all add on to the hits, y'all pile it up. You feeling what I'm saying? It was a 2-car accident. Now you don't open your mouth, and now it's an 8-car accident. And now I'm sitting here like, damn, I gotta clean this shit up. You
Mm,
feeling what I'm saying? So it's like you just gotta be aware of the shit that you say because at the very end of the day, there are people who are trying. It's like, bro, no sane man wants to fucking work a job that don't pay the bills. You
mm,
feeling what I'm saying? That's not the reason why men go out to work. Men go out to work because they're trying to provide for their families. And just because they in a fucked up situation don't mean that you get to cast judgment on them because you don't have it yet. That was my thing. That was what I was trying to say because they was trying to make it seem like the nigga wasn't trying. And then I'm like, yo, that shit right there is why a lot of men don't open up. Because as soon as he lets himself be vulnerable and lets you in on the fact that the shit hasn't been working out, you looking at him on a whole nother light. So it was just that. And that type of conversation that he was having on that particular podcast, I just felt like so many motherfucking people were missing the point. It was baffling to me.
Any last words before we move on to our final topic?
Mm-mm. I like this topic. It was nice.
yeah, I do too. I'm gonna lie.
And I know you hate it. The reason why I brought up acrimony because it was something similar to this. Because yes,
It
man
was
did
very similar.
the man did achieve his dreams, but
Yeah,
how long must a woman must endure and put up with the bullshit? Because sometimes
but
it's
then,
like
but then, but then, my thing with that is, okay. There are too many conversations to have about this movie because there's just so
Hey
much
Dion,
dumb
hey Dion,
shit
I'm gonna
that
be real.
occurs.
Hey Dion,
But
I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
gonna say this. Hold on, Q. I'm gonna say this though. At, if okay, you go through XYZ with a person, it's too much to take. You duck up out of the situation. Okay, fine, whatever. when this person blows up and they start doing better for themselves and help you out of the situation that they fucked around and put you into boot, who are you to double back and try to mess with this person's life?
I mean, Dion, to be honest, some of it plays a part, and we play a part too. Because let's be honest, no woman just wakes up and just says, "I'm not going to support you in your dreams." Like, and if she does, it's very obvious to see that shit from jump. So it's two things: either we've driven that woman into not believing that we can actually achieve it because something has happened to where she's just like, "Look, dreams, we could worry about that now. We need to worry about bills now." Or it could be to a point where we were just too blinded to realize that this girl ain't give a fuck about shit, but what the fuck I
That's
could
the
do for her.
part.
So it's real. So it's really on us too. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, us men, we have to be able to like acknowledge when a woman ain't good for us, instead of trying
Oh
to.
yeah.
We do the same thing and trying to reform ourselves, rebuild ourselves to suit a woman who ain't suitable for us. And then we look back like, damn, that girl wasn't loyal when I did this, that, and third. Nigga, she wasn't loyal from Jump Street. You just wasn't
Mhm.
paying attention. You just didn't see it. Your blind eye kept you from seeing that this bitch was just like any other female in the fucking streets. It happens. Like, we all go through the shit. It happens to everybody. Like, we all find that person that we swear up and down, this is the person we gonna be with. This person gonna hold me down. They make you feel like they're gonna hold you down. And then when it comes down to really somebody needing you, when it comes down to the time that you need to be held down, they fall short every single time. And all you could do is look at yourself and be like, why the fuck did I trust somebody to hold me down when they've never been put in a situation where they had to do it? You can't trust somebody to hold you down until you're put in a situation where she actually proves that she's holding that shit down for real.
That is, oh, I can't even laugh right now. I swear that's all I be saying all the time. It's like y'all be missing red flags. Like personality traits can't change. Like I don't if you pay
They,
attention to somebody's personality trait, that thing it's gonna hit you hard.
if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, quack like a duck, hey Donald, how are you?
Ass like motherfucker.
Like at this point, because it's like just like women are blinded, men are blinded too.
Yeah. To what they want to see.
Exactly
If
in
it
what
look
they want to be.
if it's cute, if
Mhm.
it's
We as
some of
men,
these girls
like
be no standards and it be
growing
sometimes
up,
it be blinded for the cuteness.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I don't know if it's because I turned 30 the other day, but it seemed like
Oh my
it
lord.
seemed like all the wisdom just oozed onto me to where like everything just makes sense now. I'm realizing men have a false reality too. We live in this weird world where we believe all we got to do is get up, go to work, stay from out of the way, try not to get pulled over, and everything should be fine. This woman should be able to hold it down, not cheat, not lie. It is not that
Oh,
easy.
you finally moved into the world of delusion?
It is not that easy. It is not that realistic. None of that shit is realistic at all. You're going to go through shit. You're going to go through money problems. You're going to go through emotional problems, financial problems. It's about what happens when you actually get to that point. When you get to that point, does she hold you up or does she break you down? Does she tear you down in the midst of y'all having an argument? Is she throwing shit at you instead of trying to resolve? Does she gaslight you? Does she deflect the conversation into another conversation? Or does she attack that conversation like an adult's supposed to? We have to pay attention to little shit like that. Instead of going back and forth with the girl thinking that shit is cool, it's not cool because we're not getting no answer to nothing that we're asking. We got to be better. If we want better, we got to be better. We got to start
And
pointing
and
that
I
shit
think
out.
men fail to realize that they set the blueprint.
Very much. It's us. If we allow shit to fly, oh shit, she gonna go. But if we put our foot down from Jump Street and say, look, I'm not about to have this, and this going on while I'm around you. If you go, this is what you get. If you like, I'm this type of person. I'm this loyal. I'm this good. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do this for you. But I'm not doing none of that shit if you can't do this, and this for me. If we don't set a standard, bro, she'll never live by it.
I sent Ray a video, the guy saying something just like this, I think today.
And what do you know? We about to transition to that. That's why transitions are good.
That's why transitions are great.
Guess what I got propped up? The prop is ready. Pop your gun. You too afraid to even pop your cherry.
God damn.
I love this video.
If that wasn't a fast break, I don't know what was. Yeah, that was a fast break to the basket. Oh my God. Ray just out there, he just Doc Rivers.
You know what they say? You know what they say? You know what they say, Q? If Holla bring a prop, that bitch gonna come with a kickback. All right, but let's get into the video. Let's get into the video. What we talking about? And I would like all of y'all thoughts on this.
Ever read about relationships is this. A man calling you baby means nothing. A man moving into your house means nothing. A man calling you his girlfriend means nothing. A man marrying you means nothing. Do you know what means something? A man changing his ways to keep you. That's what means something.
And this is why women give other women terrible advice, even though it sounds smart. A man that changes with the purpose of keeping you is manipulation. Instead, he should grow as a person naturally and strive to become a proper man. What this lady is suggesting is temporary and more likely the man being a chameleon to avoid a breakup. Too many women have an unrealistic view on how a relationship is supposed to work. Ladies, find a man whose lead you're willing to follow and stop attempting to get that man to follow your lead and then later accusing him of being feminine. Stop fighting a man for the masculine role of dominance and maybe your single status won't remain so prominent.
The best pieces of advice.
Oh my God.
And there you go.
Oh my God.
And now I leave it at the panel. What is your thoughts?
Woo! Hey, somebody protect that black man.
All right, can I start?
Go ahead.
And what I'm about to say next kind of connects to both of these topics, you know, attaches to the last thing too. Me personally, I've hit a point where, you know, considering everything we've just talked about, I've hit a state of, you know what, damned if I do, damned if I don't. You know? So I am who and what the fuck I am, and that's all the fuck I can be. I fully understand what he's talking about, how people, you know, fake their way into shit. But yeah, it's not healthy on anybody.
The reason why I like the message he had put out, because it's very much what needs to be said. Because a lot of men nowadays feel like they have to change things about them or be a certain way for this woman. First of all, if the woman doesn't meet all the check marks for you as the man, it don't matter how much changing you do, it's not gonna work. Because you're gonna get tired of pretending to be something that you are not, or you don't even want to be anymore. So, and the thing is, the woman is either you're gonna have to match what this guy is giving out, or you just leave him the hell alone. And same thing for guys. Either you're gonna have to be okay with the woman that you picking, or leave her the hell alone. Like, but all of us trying to like mold ourselves into like these like unrealistic like personalities. Like when we talked about Ebony, when I said I don't think her and that man that she was dating should have ever been together. He has a kid. How can you be upset because he wants to at this moment spend some time with his kid? Y'all should have never been together. You don't have any kids. You You don't even know how to function as or the understanding of what a mom or a parent is. So you like why would you have molded or why would he even put himself in a situation and she put herself in a situation because of the aesthetics look okay, but it doesn't work, and to the point where they end up breaking up and not together. So it's like a lot of guys like y'all have to understand that y'all set the precedence. If you say okay, I'm not accepting that, then let them go. But to like pretend to like have to change yourself or have to like you know find this way in or that way in or do this or do that, after a while you're gonna be like, damn, this is tiresome. Oh, I want a girl but she has, or I want a girl that had slept with 20 people so she's already primed, and then you looking at her like, this is no nasty hoe. How did I end up getting with this girl? She pretty in the face, but this girl don't. Every time we walk outside, and then another nigga talking about some hey, or another nigga talking about oh what you been up to.
Oh yeah, friendly pussy.
Yeah, but you could have. But you want to stay because oh she cool. Everybody, every time I walk around, everybody be looking at me like, damn, how did you pull that, bruh? They all looking at you like, why you still with that nasty hoe?
Why are you wifing her? Why are you
And
saving her? Don't feed her.
Granddad,
you-
don't feed
Feed
her.
her.
and they looking like I know he a simp. Like
Yeah, basically.
she for the street, and the niggas who gonna be with her is the street nigga. If y'all start setting up these standards,
If she does
these
not have
girls that
on
have
an
to
AP,
act right.
if she does not have on an AP, she's for the streets. But nah, okay. So my opinion on this, first of all, that was a great analysis. Second of all, I really just feel like if progression is different from change, you could be a better version of yourself. That's what the entire motive of like that's what a relationship is about. It's about finding like the missing piece of your puzzle and slowly but surely expanding it for it to be whatever it is you want to be. I can't tell you how many times I've been with somebody who's just like tried to change me instantly. Like you're trying to change me based on how you view things instead of reality in certain situations. And in reality, like I said, I'm a dad, I'm a father, I'm an active father. I can't stand my kids. Okay, I let that be known all the time. So if you can't understand that my time is is also taken up by kids, like I can't like I don't know what you expect me to do. Is I am what I am from I am a product of my environment, but that doesn't necessarily mean I do exactly what my environment is. Some things, you know what I'm saying? I tend to talk shit a lot because that's just the way I was. I tend to lack certain emotions because that's just the way I was raised. Instead of you attacking whether if I lack these emotions, why not try to help me develop these emotions? Not even for you, just for the sake of anybody that comes into my life that I could just be a better person. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I don't spend my time critiquing you and trying to change you, why would you do the same to me?
You want to know what I think? I don't think people have that type of power anymore because they've been so distracted by a whole bunch of shit that they've been programmed to see that they can't look a motherfucker in the eye and tell whether he's being authentic or not. Because it's like we all wear masks to a certain extent, But like when it comes to attraction, it becomes complicated because are you attracted to the aesthetic or are you attracted to the actual human being? And like 80% of the time it's the aesthetic or it's what you believe this person was going to be, right? And a lot of the times when people understand that okay, this person is not who you think it is, you also haven't done the work of providing a platform or a foundation within yourself that's strong enough to have you still standing when you leave that person.
Yep.
So a lot of people with these weak ass constitutions and this like fucking skewed vision of what love is supposed to be and look like, it's like they think it's them being catered to. They think it's them, having shit bought for them and having this bill paid and shit like that. And I'm like, so do you want a partner or do you want a slave?
That's
You
it.
feel what I'm you feeling what I'm saying? Because if you want a slave, like women make money doing that. They're called they do findom, like financial domination. That's a real thing. They bully niggas to pay them money, and the niggas pay them money. If you want to do that, you can just do that. But at the same time, if you claim that you are looking for a serious relationship or let's take it even further. Like, let's just say you even want to be in the dating pool. Like, bro, you need to survey your environment and you need to see what the fuck is going on out here. Because there's a lot of people that are dating just to finesse. There's a lot of people that ain't got it like that. Their cell phone bill due. Like, bruh, apart from the sex, like you gonna be paying something. You feeling what I'm saying? It's just that with real relationships, with relationships that actually have foundations, it's it's layers to it. It's the physical, it's the mental, it's the emotional, it's the spiritual, it's the financial. There's so many layers that go into it. All of them require their own special attention. That's why most people are monogamous because trying to do that for multiple people is a motherfucking job in itself. So, um, monogamy is pushed when it comes to that. But what I think needs to motherfucking happen is people need to come back down to earth and stop with the delusions and meet people where they are. You can elevate someone only if you know that your investment is going to pay off. And you can only do that if you spend time with the person and see where the fuck you're getting into before you press that button.
Don't let the button be accessible. Put a box around the button and then put a fucking note that says do not touch. Like, don't do it, granddad.
Put the food chop today.
Like, but I just ultimately feel like just exactly what Material Life said. A standard has to be set on both ends. On both ends. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a woman has to set a standard for a man to really put his big boy pants on. You know what I'm saying? You either going to step up to the plate or you going to crumble. Everybody ain't built for the moment. Or that moment might not be your moment. She might not be the woman that can kick you in the high gear.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens. There were women in my life who can get me to give them anything in the world. I don't know why. They just did. I had to get the fuck away from them. Just being real. There were women who had this aura that it was such a bad energy because they wanted people to feel bad for them. And like stop laughing. I'm dead serious.
I'm trying not to laugh.
But Material, you know what I'm talking about. Like,
I do, but it's still hilarious because there is.
you know it's real.
It is.
Like,
Not just
it's so
on men,
real.
but also on females, like too. Like there's people who just that's just their personality.
That's just them. They
Mhm.
go in this mode where they want people to feel bad for them. Oh, I'm going through so much. I'm dealing with this, that, and the third. And I'm like, you're not even getting up to fix your situation. You spend more time talking about how bad it is rather than actually trying to make it better. But
I was telling somebody this yesterday. I said some people just have begging personalities, and you have to have seen like you. It's not Somebody don't just wake up one day and all of a sudden they become a begging personality. You know they're a begging personality. You've seen the traits that they have that shows you they're a begging personality. So then all of a sudden you like, I didn't know there was a begging personality.
Yes,
Like
the
what?
fuck you did. Yes, you did. Before you was fucking with the girl, you knew the girl. You knew the girl had motherfuckers pulling up on her. You knew the girl ain't never had had a real job before. You ain't never seen a
Exactly.
girl with a
And she already asked you on first date to send her some money. So I'm like,
like. What do you've never seen this girl with a fucking uniform on.
exactly.
You've never seen her with a work shirt and work pants on. What the
So
fuck are
then
you talking?
when you struggling, who you think gonna help you unpack?
I'm what
She
you
don't know how to work. The girl don't know how to do this.
if you
All she know
see
how to
this
do is beg.
girl, you see this girl every day at 12:45 in the evening. She don't have like she ain't got shit going on. If she ain't working at home and you don't see this girl with a computer in the living room with a headset, it's bullshit. Stop trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho so you can make yourself look good, bruh. It ain't worth it. It's more expensive. Find you a woman who could put that shit together herself. A woman that don't that tell you I don't need you to buy me nothing to eat to make you look at her like what the fuck is you talking about? You don't need me to buy you something to eat. I love the woman who say I could take the trash out myself so I can cuss her the fuck out. Who the fuck you think you are? You think you're gonna have me in this house just sitting and you taking trash out like I ain't in here? The fuck is wrong with you? I love the independent woman who dares to open her mouth saying she gonna do some shit that a man could do, that a man is supposed to do any fucking like get the fuck out of here. But I appreciate it. It make me want to get up and go do that shit. It make me want to make sure everything's straight for you because I know if I don't do it, you'll do it yourself. It's a different motivation. Would you rather get up and go do it for a woman that you know can do it herself? So you like, you know what? I don't even want you to break your neck trying to do it. I can do it. Or would you rather spend your time doing that same shit for a female who could just call another nigga to do it?
Mhm. And let you know she gonna call another nigga to do it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
With no shame.
We all men in this podcast, bro. I'm just saying. Let's be real. We gotta start. We gotta start calling a spade, man. Stop being blinded by the beauty. There are beautiful women out here who are independent and know what the fuck they're doing and aren't afraid to say that shit. There are also beautiful women out here who don't do a fucking thing. Ain't good for shit but being beautiful. Learn to weed those out and we'll be in a better situation. Women too. Stop trying to date the pretty nigga who got all the nice shit on and all that shit. You ain't never seen this nigga. You ain't never seen the inside of this nigga house. You don't even know if this nigga got an inside of a house.
Or nigga might not even have dreams to ever have a house.
Exactly. Like there
The
are
man
people out
allows
here who have
hope.
no ambitions. You go walk up to a motherfucker, ask him, where do you want to be in 5 years?
To me, that's the brokest nigga you'll ever meet is a man that have no ambition, no hope, no dream,
No, nothing. Like
no
you,
drive, no
you don't have
motivation.
no reason. You don't have no reason to want to do something. You know what I'm saying? You got people who get dealt bad hands. That's life. You know what I'm saying? Some people get dealt worse hands than others. But it's like, damn, shorty, you don't want to do nothing. Like you
Even
don't want to do nothing.
even kids with Down syndrome want to go to work.
Bro, come on. You don't want to do nothing. I know females right now who literally don't do shit during the day. Got all the you actually have time to go do shit that motherfuckers don't have time to do. What are
And
you
they
tired for? Why are you tired?
and what's crazy is, and they'll watch their man go to work, and I'm like, you're not gonna do nothing. Like You should eventually want you and your man to stop working. Like flow of income just start coming towards y'all. But nah.
Try being a man going to work and your woman at home just entertaining whoever she feel like doing.
I would have kicked that ass out.
Like you gotta go yesterday. Like who told you to come back home? You should have stayed where you was at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are females out here that really like it's really that bad, bro. I just feel like at the end of the day, motherfuckers just gotta start weeding that shit out. And once we weed it out, don't spin the bin. This ain't Chirac. We don't need to spin the block. We don't need to double back. None of that shit. Get the fuck on. Move the fuck on. That's a part of growing up. It's being able to weed out the bad plants, man. We all had a bunch of friends that we had. Eventually, we realized that friend fake as shit. That friend fake as shit. Oh, that's a real friend right there. We gotta do the same thing with these women, bro, and these men. We gotta start doing this shit.
I was hearing you two talk, and I feel like I have a very different perspective, and it might be like in the way that I was raised. So my thing is this, right? Ambition is a seed that has to be watered, right? No one just has ambition. Like there has to be a seed or there has to be something that resonates with you. And I feel like in this world, there are people that genuinely don't have the ability to see that. And in the way that we push other people to like become great or to, do something with themselves, in which a lot of people do, I feel like at the same time, there's going to be people that are going to fall through the cracks. There's going to be people that are just trying to raw dog life and figure it out and like try to figure it out. And a lot of these people, like there are narratives written about these people, right? Like you can read stories about them, you can read a lot of like shit about these type of people. But I think the one thing that I find that is very interesting, right, is the like you are only love provided with the sense that you are providing something, or like the love is conditional unless you provide something. And because of that, there's a lot of people that die without realizing their potential because that alone is a lot of pressure. And I've seen this a lot, like especially like coming out of college, I've seen those people where it's just like they're just lost. You feel what I'm saying? They don't really have any ambitions in life because they're just wandering around and they don't really have that seed. No one really implanted that seed in them because it could be that too. You do know that like when people have children, they can be such shitty parents that like the kids grow up and they don't want to do nothing because it's just their life has been so much full of like turmoil and shit hasn't been stable, so they don't have the ability to believe that they can build something stable, they can create something stable because that seed was never planted in them. And it's different than somebody who has ambition but it's just not there yet because you can actively see them trying. But it, like the example that you gave with the woman who just sit on her ass all day and don't do nothing and shit like that, that's very easy to see. And it's we can say that, oh, she has no ambition in life, she don't want to do shit, she lazy as fuck and shit like that, and that would be valid too. But I was just asked, okay, so where did she go wrong? Was the seed even planted in her in the first place? Because if not, then as a grown ass adult, that's her homework, right? That's what she needs to figure out. Like she needs to figure out what it is that resonates with her the most so that she can grow that seed. Otherwise, like I said before, you're just gonna be wandering aimlessly in the world and people can take advantage of that. I feel like that's part of the reason why it's so easy for women to get OnlyFans and do sex work and shit like that. Because again, the ambition is not focused in a particular place. It's just, oh, I'm gonna do whatever to survive. It's just pure survival at this point. And when it comes to men in comparison, we don't have a choice but to have some type of ambition. Otherwise, we're gonna die. You feeling what I'm saying? Like it's literally like life or death out here for us. So a lot of men with ambitions, that's why you get the men that do cheat. That's why you get the men that do exploit and take advantage of so many motherfuckers and they go up to become billionaires and shit because it's stolen. And they want to be the ones at the top. So at the very end of the day, like is that seed being watered is basically what I'm trying to say. Because I feel like, you know, if surface level shit is very easy to see, but getting into the root of the problem is work that a lot of people don't want to do. And if you do care, then you're going to do that work. But if not, then be honest with yourself.
I also feel like it's really about like who you surround yourself with. Because even in the sense, like I had a shitty childhood, like you know what I'm saying, like. But at the end of the day, it was more so like when I got older, I started to like surround myself with people who had a different mindset, different perspective on things, and you have people who my thing is not the female who doesn't want to do shit. It's the female who finds every excuse not to. You get what I'm saying? Like we all,
Yup.
we all go through shit and we all have our moments and shit like that. But if you're given an opportunity to be better and you find every excuse not to do it, it's like, all right, so now what is your motivation? You know what I'm saying? You got some people who didn't have motivation until they had kids. Some people didn't have motivation until they were like dead broke or didn't have anything. You know what I'm saying? But you have females who don't do shit because they haven't been asked to, if that makes sense. They haven't been required to. They've been handed so much to a point where it's all they really know. So that's really how they move. And it kind of like sheds a light on like who are you surrounding yourself with? Who were you surrounded with in your development stages for you to have this mindset? And there are women who have a woman the woman that we're talking about can have a man who motivates her, who wakes up every day, goes to work, breaks his neck to do it, you know what I'm saying, gives her some type of blueprint, like, look, this is all I need you to do. I'm doing 90% of this. The like I know somebody right now who's like literally trying to convince his girlfriend to like, look, if you just get this type of job, we'll be set. We'll be fine. And her refusal of getting this type of job or creating this tiny income is like damn, what the fuck do I get out of this situation? Because it's like
You should have left her ass.
exactly, you know what I'm saying. And it's like on top of that, it'd be okay, father, it'd be different if that same woman that we talking about was a nurturer, if she was an educator in a way, like her mindset was more so like nurturing the household, you know what I'm saying, doing things like that's just how she was raised. But if you got a woman who just literally just gets the fuck up, you know what I'm saying, does whatever she can, and I mean does whatever she wants, gets up, go do, you know what I'm saying, you don't like, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, where's your motivation? Like, you have to find motivation in something, in
Yeah.
something, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. There has to be some type of motivation. There has to be some type of reasoning to not want to deal with or be in a situation you've been in for this long. It's either that or you're comfortable where you are and you're okay with it. And that's just that. I know women who've been raised by other women who've done the same exact thing that they frown upon now, but they was doing it when they were younger. And this is all your child has seen. So this is all she's going to do. So it's like where does the cycle stop? Where is there a standard set to where you're like, where somebody is like, look, I'm not going to settle for this. I care about you too much to see you in this situation, but I care about my sanity more to not want to deal with this. And it's like, once you're put in that situation where you have to really make a conscious decision on whether you want to build or destroy, that's where like the real like that's where you really find out who you're dealing with. Because like if I find a woman who like if I could lead and not just lead like in a way where it's like I'm just doing everything and she's just just cruising, but more so like she's the kickstand to the bike. I'm not rolling no more, but I don't want to just lay around. I hold me up. I'm tired right now. Like, like it's stuff like that. And it's like in this society, you can't even get that. You can't even get that. I've seen plenty of women talk about how they want this, that, and the third from a man and all of these things, but can't do the basic minimum shit that just any woman would be raised to do. Like I don't see like how do you not know how to like cook? I don't see it. I really don't. I don't see it. You cannot explain it to me in no way to where like where at what point did you not try or did it not like was your like I don't know. My father, like my background, my father, it was always a meal some way somehow. My father could cook, so that's just my mindset. I don't require my woman to cook every night because I know how to do it.
Yeah.
It's
You know
not
what I'm
that
saying?
they don't know how to cook. It's that they don't want to cook.
Okay, yeah, okay,
As long as
okay, I'll
if
take
you're
that.
willing to try, if you're willing to put in a little effort, if you're willing to do, they just don't want to do it.
Okay,
There's a difference.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll agree with that. They don't
Now it
have
might
that
not
in.
be good if they never really did it before. That first bite might be a little bit.
But it's the consideration. It's the attempt. Even if I can help make the meal better for you to like, what I'm saying, I would. I've been taught shit, what I'm saying. I know how to cook a full course meal. I know how to cook. So this is not, all I'm saying is within a relationship, just like there has to be some ambition to do something to support your partner in any way, shape, or form, fashion. If your partner can't motivate you to be a better version of yourself, you don't need to be with that person. Period, point blank. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter what the concept is. If you're a working woman who make 5-6 figures a year and your partner is not like motivating you to like learn about yourself, figure out who you are. You've been making money, you've been doing like figure out what makes you happy. Like things like that actually like stand the test of time. That's something you can actually like. That's a testimony you can actually give to somebody to why your relationship actually like worked. I didn't know who I was. I was working my ass off. I forgot what type of person I was. I forgot what I liked. I forgot what made me happy, what made me sad. But this woman reminded me that shit like that means more. But we also gotta be able to weed out who deserves that energy and who doesn't. Some people don't deserve it.
Exactly.
Some people don't
Not,
deserve that
not
energy.
some. A lot of people don't deserve it.
Well, yeah, again, material life. Thank you for correcting me. A lot of motherfuckers don't deserve that energy.
And
It's even hard. It's harder
once
now
we
to
start saying that motherfucker don't deserve it, that's when we really gonna be able to start weeding them out. Then we be giving them chances. That's the problem. Is you be like
keenly,
trying to see like, oh, there's a possibility.
bruh.
Let me
This is
see.
if I want a possibility, I'll go to the MGM. That's how I
No.
feel.
It's
I
not.
want.
It's good. It's good you said that because, like, I mean, me, I'm the type of nigga. Like, I'm not. I'm not a surface level dude. It's just not in my nature. If there's something, I want to look deep into it. I want to get to the root. You feeling what I'm saying? Because the root gonna tell me everything. Roots don't lie. They have to bury in the ground for a reason.
Mm,
You feeling what I'm saying?
Again,
Because it
again.
needs to
mm,
stand. It needs
talk
to
your shit.
motherfucking stand.
Talk
So
your
it's like
shit.
If I don't see any ambition in you, there's a motherfucking reason for that, and I'm going to find it.
And
And you know what? It makes me better as a person because now my threshold has increased about how to deal with people exactly where they are. Because my thing is like it's like y'all said, a lot of people don't motherfucking deserve it, and I agree 100%. But the difference is they don't deserve it because they put themselves in a position to not deserve it, right? They, these people deliberately miss the point on a lot of shit. Maybe they're materialistic to a fault. Maybe they expect so much from you to the point where they don't even feel like they can be bothered even learning the shit. Because I'm gonna cook for someone who already knows how to cook just simply because I'm taking a load off of their shoulders. You feeling what I'm saying? That's the type
Exactly.
of like that's then and that's love because you know that they can do that shit. And it's funny because like my mindset really started gravitating towards this when I heard a song from Jill Scott. It's called "The Fact Is I Still Need You," and like the song was basically about her being able to do a whole bunch of shit, but at the very end of the day, she need her man. You feeling what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she can make all the money she want. Yeah, she can be a great mother to her kids and shit like that. But at the very motherfucking end of the day, she can do all of these things. But the one fact still remains that there's a part of her that still yearns. You feeling what I'm saying? There's a part of her that still wants to be held at night. There's a part of her that wants to have those like pillow talks and those conversations with, the one that she's with. So like
But that's
that,
everybody.
yeah, but
Well,
at the
if
same time, they try
I'm
to.
not saying everybody, because some people weird. So I'm not about to throw everybody in no blanket statement because some people is weird as hell.
Yeah,
Like,
but like at the same time, but you also have to understand why like independence is so fucking celebrated here to the point where like these people can be miserable, but they'll still be praised because they did it by themselves. And I'm like, why the fuck is that such an accomplishment? Why, can it be just be that, oh, this person made it and he had a team behind them? You feel what I'm saying? Like, because when you have that type of expectation, a lot of people are going to destroy themselves trying to maintain that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I always said, it always pissed me the fuck off when like people get praised for working 3 jobs. And I'm like, I'm not praising you for that because you shouldn't even be in that fucking situation in the first place.
exactly.
You feel
Ah,
what I'm saying?
oh no,
I
I can't.
Bro, I fucking hate when people praise that shit. He's like, man, this man, he worked 3 jobs and he broke his leg and he walked to the job. He's really dedicated. And I'm like, what the fuck are you saying to me right now?
I walk 40 miles just to get to work.
Like,
Nigga, you
what the fuck
stupid.
are you saying
Crazy.
to me?
And I
Nigga,
love
you
it.
stupid.
I love it for the person who was willing to do it because that shows you have drive determination. But nigga, you tell me there was no job where you was at.
I'm sorry, nigga, you stupid. Y'all see
That's
y'all are too nice. Let Q hear that shit. Let me hear
that
it.
to me. That's like judgment to your health. Because at this point, it feels like you must be begging these people
Hey father.
to go that far out. Like at that point, I might have to leave the state and go somewhere else because clearly the state you was in was not affordable.
Hey
You
father.
might need to leave the state,
Yeah.
go somewhere else.
Let's pretend. Tell me that you walked a certain amount of miles.
Yeah. I walked 60 miles every day to get to work because I need to provide for my children. I'm like, bro, what?
You're stupid.
Stupid. You're stupid.
You're stupid. You're dumb. You still walking? Your legs don't hurt? You need to go see a fucking therapist.
Nah, that nigga can run a marathon. Anybody need to do that run a motherfucking
Nigga, no, he can't. Not no more.
Yeah.
Them legs is shot, my boy.
Yeah, and then you gotta work still afterwards. Like, bro, that's
Then
not.
Like,
work them
nigga,
8
no.
hours and then go 40 miles back.
Is his name
Nigga,
Forrest Gump?
bro.
Then I don't give a fuck.
Like,
That will hurt a person so, especially when you have to walk and you see all these cars passing. Oh, Jesus. Mm-mm.
Like,
bro.
fuck
And
no, you walking and shit. Like, no, bro.
you
Like,
having a you having a strong conversation with yourself during that whole walk. Like you really sitting there really talking to yourself.
oh
In
nigga,
a moment like
I'm
that.
hating every minute of it. Anytime I gotta walk, I hate it. Like, get me the fuck out of here. I don't know who
Yo,
the fuck told you.
Yo, Q, so we ain't struggling like chess, eating cereal out of a soda bowl. So out
Hey,
of a soda
man,
bottle.
out of a soda can, bro.
Out of a soda bottle.
Like,
I'm
fuck
like,
out of here.
bruh.
Like, no, nigga. I'm not. I'm no. Fuck no, Ray. That shit is not cool. That shit is not. That's not the wave. That's not the move. Like, who the fuck wants to work their ass off to get nothing in return?
I also
That's
think
what
it
the
might
fuck I'm
be,
saying.
but it might be a when it also could be when you don't know your worth. Because
Yeah,
when
that
you know your worth, that's certain thing I wouldn't even have went down there to go get a job application. That's
I've quit. I've quit jobs because I'm like, y'all niggas must not know who y'all dealing with.
crazy.
Real fast. Like, it's been like people have called me arrogant, and I'm Ray. You know me. I give fair warning before I kick in. Hey,
hmm
hey, I'm almost there.
Hey
Please.
man, look at the
I
same nigga. Look
I
at the same
remember
nigga that walked out of Walmart.
mm,
Not let
I
him know.
remember I went to an interview and I told them how much I wanted to make my minimum salary was gonna be. And my mom was like, "Why did you say that?" Because I don't want them to bother me. If you can't meet my minimum, don't bother me.
Why the fuck are you calling me?
Exactly.
Like, we have no
Um,
conversation because if the shoe was on the other foot, y'all would want that. There's a standard that y'all would want met. So why the fuck I
mhm,
can't? Why can't I set a standard for myself? Like, why the fuck I
mhm,
gotta lowball myself to satisfy y'all motherfuckers who gonna find somebody else to do the job any fucking way?
exactly.
Like, get the fuck out of here. No, we gonna no. You either gonna pay me what I want, or you can go find another sucker to do it.
Exactly.
Like,
And they required you to find somebody. If you want to go on vacation, you have the find a coworker to replace you. I said, "Oh hell no!"
Nigga, that's your job. Why the fuck I gotta do that?
fuck is you talking about?
You about
So
It,
you
yo
want me
I
to
was
do my
like,
job
"But
and
you can't
yours,
meet my minimum." I refused because
and then you want me to do your job for free? Oh
it
yeah, I don't know who the fuck you
it was
talking.
a chill job. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't doing much, but it was still
Nah,
like
man,
y'all
fuck that.
requiring
That's
too
too
much
chill.
from me.
That's too
Like
chill.
I have to go find somebody. I barely know these people. Now I have to go find somebody on a different shift for me to go take my shift in all my days during the holiday season. Oh hell no.
Yeah, they was 100% trying to set you up, but it's just like I bought that up because I hate motherfuckers that just glorify struggle. I really fucking hate that shit, bro. That shit makes my ass itch. It just like because that's what the motherfuckers like to do, bro. It's like every day I had to fight. I had to fight
Mhm.
for 15 years to get to where I am. I worked hard. And I'm like, nigga, so does everybody else. Everybody fucking works hard. Just because you
Mhm.
motherfucking make it don't mean that you gotta put others down because you done had this imaginary scenario where you work harder than everybody. You feeling what I'm saying? Like some people are working hard because they don't have a choice. So it's disrespectful as fuck for you to be sitting there talking about, oh man, it made me stronger and shit like that. And I'm like, for a whole bunch of other people that ain't got it like that, trust, it's not making them struggle. I mean, it's not making them stronger. Them niggas want to have it end. You feel what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Because, like, bro, success is something that we all want. But the way that people just go about talking about others, it's just it gets to a point where it's just like, bruh, y'all make success look unattractive as fuck. And I've actually said this to somebody. I'm like, you make success look like fucking trash.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? Sitting there talking about all that struggling and shit. I remember I had a conversation with
Only
uh,
black
uh
people actually go struggle to be successful.
yes. Yes, and that's what I was getting ready to say because I was having a conversation with another black person, and they
It's
just over there,
all I
man,
know.
you gotta work hard, you gotta do that, you gotta do that, and I'm like, my
Why?
nigga, bro, you let me tell you
Why?
something about that shit, right? Because the very same people that say that shit and that live and die by it are the very same people that be looking 70 when they're 40.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like, you're not about to have me looking stupid over some bullshit that the white man created. I'm
Y'all
sorry,
got me
I'm
fucked up.
nigga.
I'm trying to look like Pharrell when I'm 50.
I'm trying to look like Angela Bassett. The fuck? No age.
Nah, see
Fountain of
that's
youth.
nah, father. You got your standards too high right there, brother. I'm sorry. You know what I'm
He
saying?
said
Nigga.
his standards are too
No
high.
disrespect. No
Yeah.
disrespect. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna can't nobody look like Angela Bassett at 50. We only got one chance, and that's Kiki Palmer. So we got to keep that nigga away from Kiki Palmer.
Oh damn.
Bruh.
Who
I'm
y'all
telling
vote?
you.
Nah, my shit was muted.
I know.
Dion, I thought you went to sleep.
Nah, I'm laughing and shit, and the whole time my shit was muted, and y'all ain't hear nothing I said for the past like I want to say like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I'm sorry. That was
Because I was in, you was muted, Dion.
that was a beautiful joke. I'm sorry. You just walked into that one.
Niggas is a beautiful thing.
But no, man, fuck that. Motherfuckers need to start setting standards and standing on business, man.
I hate that.
Oh, wait, Ray don't want standing on business. That should have ended in 2023.
I hate that. I swear to God. I get what it means. I just hate.
Y'all should have never told me that.
It just sounds stupid.
Material life, you should have never told me that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We not standing on it no more.
Hey Ray, this is literally my favorite line of the year, bro. Prepare to be sick of me.
Oh my God.
I stand on principle. Is that better?
I stand on God. How about that? I stand.
I'm not standing on God, bro.
You know how old church folks make anything gospel related.
I hate. That's why I said it like that. Like, I'm not, Ma. I'm not standing on God. I don't think he's gonna like that.
It's like we got a little wood. We got a little weed. Only burning bush you need to know was the burning bush of Jesus. It's like what?
What? Wait a what?
Wait a minute.
Hey, nah.
Shit don't make sense.
You gotta pause that a bit. It's like,
bruh, when it comes to parents, nothing makes sense, bro. Like our parents, at least. Like it didn't make nothing. My father said made sense, and a lot of shit my father said was suspect as hell.
oh, my favorite is where you learn all this motherfucking cursing from, and then you just look at him.
You stoop.
Did you not hear what you just said?
I don't know where. Yeah, these parents be like, they be like so delusional. Like,
no, it's the doers I say, not as I do error. Which
look your teacher dead in the face and be like, I don't know where you get that shit from. Nigga, what?
And then when I get home, I'm gonna whip your motherfucking ass. This like,
bro, I used to hate that shit. They never moved their teeth. They only moved their lips.
Yeah. Move your motherfucking nerve.
Back home, I'm gonna whoop your motherfucking nerve.
I'm gonna beat your motherfucking nerve. Get your ass in that motherfucker house.
Like, nah, ma, say it out loud so everybody can hear.
Jesus.
Insane.
Oh, man, that was great.
Oh man, Ray. Damn, I found out Ray doesn't like standing on business. That's crazy.
I just don't like the term. I understand the statement.
So do you hate when Jimmy Uso says it?
Yes. I hate it. What killed it when King was saying this shit when he was talking to his damn dad. It was like, nigga, what business you stand on? Your dad probably supported it. This is a shut the
Shut up, bro.
Oh no. Don't bring up King and T.I. That shit was fucked.
Oh God.
That shit was hilarious.
You embarrassing. You're embarrassing us in front of our family.
That shit was funny as fuck, man.
That shit was too funny.
Hey, Tiny was sick of their ass so bad, bro. She was sick of both of their ass. You look stupid. I said, oh yeah, that's a mother right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Tiny a mother for real. Okay, I believe it. I believe it, T.I. I believe it, T.I. Hey, is it me?
But
she
held him down for a long time, and now he holding her down.
Mm-hmm. Hey, is it me or did T.I. create 3 different variations of himself?
He did.
You talk about all of his sons, Domani, King.
Yeah, they all They all like different variations of what type of T.I. you gonna get.
Well, they different variations of both of them, and some of them ain't good, some of them bad.
And like the oldest son is cool. He's like, hey, I don't know what, like, he's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like he's like a Western version of T.I. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like he's, you know what I'm saying? He's T.I. the artist. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to call him. And then you got Damani. You got Dumani, who's like he's like the conscious T.I. And then you got this motherfucking King.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with King.
He King is an extra from Shark Tales. All right, that's what King is.
Absolutely.
Damn.
He looks like the hood version of Oscar the Shark. That's what he does. He looks like every time I see him, it's like you would be perfect in Shark Tales. But any last word before we get into our final thoughts?
Nigga, fuck the struggle. You look like ass. You smell like sardines, and you're bald.
Ray standing on business.
Oh God.
All
We're never
right.
going to hear the end of that now.
Oh yeah, no, you're not. You're not. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I hate the
All
talking
right.
too, but it's better when Ray doesn't like it.
You just like torturing me. Everybody just like torturing me.
Man, you tortured your mother.
It'd be like
I'm gonna
that.
pay you back for that forever.
My mother is fine. All right. She is all right. It helped her lose weight because right after I did that, she was doing Tabo.
She was practicing to beat your ass.
She didn't have to practice to beat your ass. I'm sorry, to beat my ass. She was already good at
Well,
that.
I was about to say, well, she ain't had no reason to whip my ass. Now you.
Like,
Now
my
you
mother,
nigga.
she knew it too because I have her mouth. Pause. It's like
Yeah, that was crazy. First of all,
that shit was crazy.
Nah, I'm laughing because I remember Ray used to tell me that anytime you brought a girl home, your mama be like, "Who's this heifer?"
That's crazy.
Every girl that my brother brought home was a heifer, and she'll call her a heifer right in her face. It's like anyway. Let's get to these final thoughts. Shining Wolf, are you there? Last call for Shining Wolf. All right, Xavier. What about you? Are you still there? Last call for Xavier. I don't blame them. It's been a while since Xavier been on. So, cue the reach guard. You are up next.
Yo. Okay.
And before you start, I want to say this. Without saying a lot, I think you got a lot off of your chest of what you was trying to tell me the other day. Don't you feel better?
Oh yeah. You know exactly what we talking about. All right, yeah. So okay, but nah. All in all, first of all, I want to give honor to God. You know, of course, always. Second of all, I can't wait for WrestleMania because it seems like it's going to get so much more entertaining. I know I probably missed that subject in this conversation, but you know what I'm saying. Hollywood Rock is back. I'm enjoying every minute of it. He called the crowd a bunch of fucking trailer park trash. He told a fatty he was gonna slap the herpes off his face. Hollywood Rock is back, so I'm happy for that. The NBA, y'all need to get rid of the dunk contest for like 2 years so motherfuckers can appreciate it more. Because I'm sick of these shitty ass dunk contests, and there's no way that the East All Stars scored 200 points. Yeah, these motherfuckers don't care anymore. So I'm not putting my attention on the All Star game.
Okay. To be fair, the dunk contest always have its down slopes before it gets that peak to where everybody's like, the dunk contest is back. This is just we're just in our down slopes.
Bruh, Jalen Brown
He tried to
jumped
do the
over.
D Brown. That was the worst D Brown I've ever seen.
Bruh, I was so hurt. First of all, I was confused on why he did the dunk contest in the first place. I'm like, you're not even that person. You're not even that guy. And then you embarrass us like this. Him in the dunk contest is like seeing Marcus Smart in a 3-point contest. Why? Who
funny.
invited you?
That's funny.
Who the fuck invited you? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yo, he's getting his $306 million worth of money worth. I guess.
Man, get that shit on the court, man. You don't miss no games any fucking way, man. Go get that shit in Boston, man. We don't need you out in no fucking state trying to do a dunk contest that you ain't prepared for. That's what it looked like. It looked like he wasn't even prepared for the shit.
Nah, he just had Castanet out there sitting in the chair. It was just like, my nigga,
You got Kai sitting in the chair though.
I'm surprised he made it to the second round because I thought Obi Toppin little brother was better.
Obi Toppin little brother was better.
But oh well.
I just felt like I've seen way better dunkers who I feel like could do way better. I feel like there should be like Stephen A. Smith said something and it made sense. I kind of liked it, but I think it should be in like a sense of I think it should start off like in like within the association because I feel like there are G League players who could damn sure win the dunk contest with ease. So like I do feel like there are ways that they could fix it. They need to fix it. It's just not working out. I'm sick of it. I'm not watching it no more. So yeah, I'm boycotting the All-Star game or the All-Star weekend for like the next 2 years until they fix this shit. I'm sick of it. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna give a fuck anyway.
Is that your final thoughts?
Is that my final thought? Oh no, my final thought is I'm still taking Hitman over Loaded Lux. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about, and that's my final thought.
Dion is on you.
Final thought. Don't confuse bravery with arrogance.
Question: doesn't a bravery come with a little bit of arrogance?
No, it's the other way around.
Arrogance comes with a little bravery.
Ooh, elaborate on that. I want to know.
Okay, well, to put it simply, there's a difference between being brave and being stupid.
Oh, okay. That's better. I agree with that one.
And in some motherfuckers, it looks exactly the fucking same.
That's usually because they're the stupid ones. Shut up.
Oh, I thought I was on mute. I was just...
Bruh.
Busted. It's 2:00 in the morning.
Material life has been killing me today. Oh my god.
Pack your bags.
I'm loving it.
While you at it.
I swear I am.
Call a cab.
I really did thought I thought I was on mute.
That laugh
And
was
so
just
when y'all said, I was like, I looked down, I was like, oh shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
Nah, that was funny. That was perfectly timed too. But nah, I think arrogance is a mask for fear in a way.
Could be.
I think most people are arrogant because they fear of being inferior. So they create this false image of them being better than what the fuck they are, so they can feel better about themselves. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Typical love story movie. Who cares? You know, I'd rather be scared and smart than arrogant and stupid any day.
Yeah, but
All
that's
right,
it
is
for
that
me.
it, yeah?
Yep.
All right, material life is on you.
I'm sorry.
The fuck was that?
Big is on you.
Unmute
I think.
yourself.
mm,
I was
I
about to say
think.
unmute your phone.
Oh, is it mute? Unmute.
No, we can hear you now.
Oh, so I think my final thought is to start setting boundaries in 2024. Start setting boundaries and not stand on business, but stand on it. And
No.
understand that
Oh god.
understand that it's either your way or the highway. Because
I, I, I really hate that
once you
saying.
start, moving the goalposts a little bit farther and farther and closer, and next thing you know, when things go left, it's gonna go all the way left. So set boundaries, and I'm telling you, the person that meets your boundaries is the person for you. I'm telling you, it'll be effortless. Now, if you set a boundary to go to hell, then you're gonna find a person to walk right in there with you, and they will take you right there with no hesitation. But if you set a boundary for someone who has the same goals as you, same aspirations, and I understand we say like some people don't have goals, then that's not the. If you have goals and you met somebody who don't have goals, or like when I was a kid, I had goals. So I'm like, you didn't even have an imagination of what you want to be when you was a kid. That's tight. That's hard. That means from birth you didn't have no hope in life.
Well, that's why Salsa Thumper was such a terrible story. Asked her what
So
she wanted to grow up to be. She said, alive. That's
That's crazy.
Yo, Shasta Thumper. It's like that now.
Wow.
Yeah. It- listen to Artist Storyteller Part 2 when Argentina got
that's
scrapped. That's a sad ass story.
yeah, but she has a goal. That's to be a wife. That means to cook, clean, and everything that consists of her man. But some people ain't got no goals at all. Not even to be a wife. They just the only goal. They don't have no. All they know is how to spend money. Don't know how to bring in money. At least the wife should know how to you know manage the finance at the house. I don't know. But I hope that's something the wife should know since she ain't doing much. Uh, physical, outrageous labor. So understanding the finances, understanding the bills, making sure the house is taken care of. You know, but some people don't have that. Don't even have that goal. Is to be a wife. They just want to be taken care of.
Right.
They don't have the ambition to cook, clean, be a spouse, be a partner, grind. Sometimes you might have to, reduce the spending until y'all can get to the up. And if they don't match none of that. By the time you have to activate them to work, it's gonna be hell for you. So set boundaries and stand on them. That's my final thought. Well, I say this all the time because I tell y'all this. This is not the first. I always say it. Like I feel like men has to be like because women at this point in time, it's like they're going off of what men is feeding them. If they feel like men just want this, and they just once men start setting boundaries, women will eventually. It's either you're gonna have to figure it out or you're gonna be left behind. And when enough of them get left behind, it's gonna be like the BBL epidemics. They're gonna start switching around. They want to be. They want to fit in. That's my final thought.
Well, if it doesn't find out, it is on you.
I just want to say you're bald. That's my final thought.
You're bald.
Bald.
I'm telling you,
Bald.
that's my fucking insult for people that I don't like, or like if you say some stupid shit, I'm gonna just call you bald because you don't have hair with that type of mentality.
I got a clown
What?
head.
Or don't deserve it
What,
at least.
bruh?
Yeah, like bro, don't ask me for a $200 date. I'm gonna call you bald.
Bald head, scallywag, ain't got no
You
head.
bald headed scallywag.
Jailed up, weed up. Your head must up.
All
That's
right.
right.
What consists of this $200 date?
Who gives a fuck? They ain't getting it.
All I know is it's probably
Nigga,
going. The majority of money is probably gonna be me trying to soothe her ego because I'm spending $200 on her. I became a lick. I was a nigga on the hit list. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And because of that, you're bald.
I'm trying to say, is there a restaurant that's like $200 for two people?
put it this way: if you spending $200, if I gotta spend $200 on a date, I need these $200 pair of Jordans is about to come out, please.
Since we spending money on each other,
I'm just saying. I mean, I gotta look good taking you out on these dates, don't I?
but the only way I'm spending $200 on the first date is if you got somewhere in mind where you spending 200 on me. You go reciprocate.
If it's our first
I
date, it's
don't
not
even
our
think
first
there's
date.
a first date that's $200.
Or you will
Like
be
you
fucking
gotta be
surprised.
buying about 20 plates for a $200 first date.
Two
Like
hundred
more
dollars
than
for the
likely,
first
y'all
date.
don't know each other, so y'all gonna go to like a basic place.
Oh, Ruth Chris. I'm sorry. To answer your question, Ruth
Yeah,
Chris.
Ruth quit, Chris. Y'all
Ruth
first
I
some
Chris.
old
forget
fucks.
Hey,
your
question:
lines.
what female are you taking to Ruth Chris on the first date? I'm just curious.
Shoot.
I'm just curious.
I ain't taking nobody no goddamn Roost Chris on a damn
All I
first
know
date.
is Q. That relationship is not about to last. That's all I'm saying.
But
Shit.
if you don't know each other, so y'all.
Material life. I got a question.
Hmm.
What are the odds that I take you out on a date, spend $200, and you have somebody rob me because you realize that I could spend $200 on a date?
Facts.
That's see, that's criminal activity. I don't even operate
I was
in
about to
prison.
say
So
you
I,
got to ask the
I
I'm not
couldn't even
saying you.
answer that
I'm not
question
saying
for
you in
you.
particular. I'm not saying you in particular.
She don't want to be an accessory.
Okay.
You're asking
All
the
right. My bad.
wrong person.
My bad.
That
My
that's
bad.
not even. I don't even know people like that.
My bad. But I'm
Like
just saying that's a
none of my
scenario
friends.
that
Like that's some stuff you watch on movies, hood movies. I
On
don't
TV.
even
We watching this on TV.
plug love for.
or Tubi. That's the stuff you watch on TV. Uh
I'm just saying shit like that happens for real. You take a girl on
most,
a date, you're
but
spending all this
a
money.
lot of us have spent $200 on ourselves,
Yeah.
just ourselves. So I
Uh-huh.
can't
On,
imagine
on
where you
yourself, you ain't
going
gonna
for a
spend that
person
on no
you don't.
guy.
Yeah, but where you going? Like, yeah, you probably spent $200 on a gift for a person that you was dating or whatever, for their birthday or whatever, whatever. But like, where you going when you never met this person before? Y'all going out to eat for the first time. Where you going for $200?
I'm not going to Ruth Chris, man.
Y'all should be going somewhere where y'all can talk and get to know each other.
She need to call
Yeah,
Ruth
she wanted
and
she wanted to
Chris.
talk and get to know you and Ruth Chris.
No, she need to call Ruth and Chris and tell them we not coming.
Both of them niggas on
That
speed
just don't
dial,
make
and I want
sense.
it on
Like,
speaker.
And I wanted those speak it 3-way, so you ain't even gotta call them twice.
that's the problem is $200 on the first day. Like, y'all don't know each other. So
The
you're gonna go
first
spend
date.
$200 to go eat with somebody.
A
The
lot of
And the
first date.
conversation might be dry, dead, disgusting. And now you stuck here at the restaurant with this dry, dead, disgusting person because y'all still eating your food. And you like, yo, this was a waste.
see.
Nah,
That's
yo.
what men. That's what the men are saying. The women do not care. They're not paying for it.
Because men are not setting boundaries.
No,
Thank you,
we
thank
are
you.
because we're the ones. That's why we're having
Like
this
Ocho
argument.
Cinco, first date, you know where he took his girl?
Yeah, he a
McDonald's.
cheapskate. He a
But that, well, technically,
$10 a
hold up,
cheapskate.
no, time out, time out. Ocho Cinco does not count. McDonald's is a luxury to him.
McDonald's is a luxury.
Damn.
If you listen to Ocho Cinco, that is a luxury. Like if he take you to McDonald's, he actually likes you.
Yeah, but Ocho has a ton of money, so he could have taken them. But the thing is, he taking where
Oh,
you
and if you
y'all
let
can
you
have a
get a
conversation.
combo,
You gotta see exactly what y'all be trying to take. Guys be taking girls to outrageous like
Nah,
$200 on a. You don't even know the person. You don't even know if they can really hold a conversation.
But material life, the more money I
right?
spend, the more chances I'm gonna get some pussy.
You don't even have to
No,
do that. If you're rich, he could have took her to the damn sand park.
man, if you got enough res, you ain't got to spend that much money, baby.
I was about to, I was about to say.
But
I was about to
honestly,
say.
I'm a bad example.
I was
I
about
I'm
to say.
had to
honestly,
use the word. I had to
yeah,
use the word
I'm
res.
honestly a bad example because I've had dates paid for me, so I feel like I'm spoiled.
You
I just
said
like making fun of them
what?
niggas.
I was about to say
hey,
majority of the arguments we have now because the men said I'm not paying $200 for it. Matter of fact, I got into an argument with my bonus mother because she was like, "You're not spending $200 on the first date," and I said, "Fuck no! Why do I have to
Why?
do
Where the fuck is we going?
where to go?"
right, motherfucker, for what?
But the question is, why are you arguing about that?
Because there are some women that feel like they are worth $200 on the first date.
But
They
that's not
don't like
something.
they don't like coffee dates and like that list. You know that list that we done explained about the 30 places you would not go, and you see that even though it was like a skit, the whole Cheesecake Factory thing, because there's people that actually do not want you to take them to the Cheesecake Factory.
Swear to
It's
God. I
crazy
swear to
that you are
God.
arguing with someone you wasn't gonna take out to eat for $200.
We're
That's
not
like
arguing.
why?
We're
Yeah,
telling you,
but
you take your ass at
for her
home.
to add her 2 cents, I wasn't gonna take you out there to eat for $200 anyway. So why am I arguing with you about
I
that?
swear to God. If I can't take you to Cheesecake Factory, we are not meant to be at all. Like if you can't take Cheesecake Factory, come on.
Yeah, that's why
And
you.
Shit,
me on a
Cheesecake
first date,
Factory ain't cheap either. Shit,
on a first date, I don't even. It's not even a question about who's paying. The bill is split. It's not a question about who is paying. It's split.
Material life, I'm gonna be
Let's
honest with
let's
you.
eliminate the possibility of
Nah,
thinking Punani about to
material life,
come through.
material life, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I take you out on a date, I'm paying for the food.
And I
You
don't
could
care if you give me pussy or not.
I don't. It's just me. If you want to show your appreciation, take your money and put it in my gas tank. Cause that's more expensive to me than this fucking food right here.
right.
Give me $20, put it in the gas tank, give me some
So
gas in your car. Okay. You pay for
I'd
the
be
food.
concerned if you trying to.
That's called team effort. You do that, your second date just might be $150, $200 because I know you have a heart.
Besides, if you do that, you might emasculate the man.
But it's not about. But look, if a woman
That's
wants to
not
pay for her own
emasculating
food,
the
that's on
man.
you. But
Men,
Yes,
me,
men are way stronger than that to be feeling emasculated by.
yes. I'm telling you, there's some men that like they're like that. They'll pay on the first date whether they're getting some or not. But you just trying to. It's like you asserting your dominance or some shit like that. They
not.
don't like that.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
matter of fact, a lot of them consider that very masculine.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
I
true.
ain't gonna
It's
say
just,
I ain't gonna
the
say it's
thing is,
masculine.
people have The world back then is not what it is now. A lot of people tend to feel like, oh, they paid for a meal, oh, they expecting something. Like you don't know this person. Y'all just getting to know each other. Y'all going out to eat to get to know each other. That's the whole purpose of it.
Yeah, I don't need $200 to get to know you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it's like you go out to eat and
And
then
then
somebody be like, oh, well, I just paid this meal. I'm
who's
expecting.
to say I'm even taking you out to eat on the first date? That's the crazy part.
Let's take a long walk around the bar.
I swear to God, I got some good weed on me. We could walk this motherfucking park and hit these J's, and then I would take you to go get something to eat because I need to be high to have an appetite right now. Let's get to know each other. Let's go see some stupid ass shit. I'm the type of person to go rent bikes and drive downtown. Let's
Oh,
ride these.
that's some K-pop drama.
I was about to say, I was like, where'd you learn that from? I
Just
like long
riding a
walks on the
bike.
beach. It's like,
What the motorized bikes and driving them downtown?
she don't live in DC. I don't think she know about the motorized bikes
Oh, she don't know
that the
that.
white people be on.
Yeah.
That was never there until the white
But
people
you
got
see it
there.
on TV. Like I didn't see no motorized bike, but you see like the 2-seaters bikes.
A bicycle built for two.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, fuck no. Fuck. I will not. Fuck no. You not what? What?
It will be neat upon a seat of a
In mature life,
bicycle
let me
built.
explain something to you. I'm a
Yes,
lot of things.
I was about to say, what if she don't know how to ride a bike? It's like you just doing all the pedaling.
Well, you don't really have to do the paddling because the one person only has to do it.
Yeah,
Material life, you are enjoying
so we
yourself
already
way too
carrying
much.
the weight of this whole day. We're carrying.
Right.
She is enjoying herself too much in this conversation.
I'm weak. I didn't even think
She
about that.
in the back
Yeah.
talking about push faster. Why are we going fast? You don't. Wee.
Rick, I'm done. I can't.
Next,
Matt,
hey, Ray. After this
Yeah.
conversation, tomorrow is going to be added to the list. Men can't ride bikes.
I think it's probably already on there.
Riding bikes is sassy. That's it.
that is so something I cannot do with y'all, man.
No,
Oh
matter
my
of fact,
Lord.
scratch that. My bad, Ray. Scratch that. Men can't ride bikes with helmets. That's how dumb this shit be.
As a man, why you wearing a helmet?
That's sassy.
You already hard headed.
That's sassy to me. You
Because
need
it's
safety.
safe. It's safe.
Bitch, I ain't trying to get a concussion. What's wrong with you?
Men who drive with their seatbelt on is sassy.
Wait, time out.
Because I don't want to go through the windshield, bitch.
Because they don't want to pay that expensive ass ticket.
I was about to say, bitch, I was trying to live dangerously. I said,
What
Yeah,
else?
ain't the click it or ticket or whatever. What is that?
Yes,
Do they
clicking a
still do
ticket.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
clicking a ticket.
Ain't that's like $200
I'm telling
ticket.
y'all. I'm telling y'all.
Nah,
What
I
the
wear
next
my
one?
seatbelt.
The next one gonna be men who skydive without a fucking parachute.
As a man, why you need a parachute to go fall on the earth?
Nah, that's wild.
As
That's
a man, you
wild.
should be able to survive.
Oh no, that's wild as hell. Men skydiving without nah. That's not sassy. That's first of all, you up there skydiving, that's out of control. Some ain't even right with
First
you
of all,
mentally to be up there skydiving.
I knew black people wasn't good at jumping from high places when I seen Hillary's fucking fiance die.
Will you marry me?
Mm.
Trevor. Poor Trevor.
I'm sorry. That was one of the most retarded things I've ever seen in a fucking sitcom.
That was hilarious. That was so hilarious.
And the fact that we never even got to see Trevor's face is what made it even fucking worse. I don't even know what the nigga looked like.
You never seen Trevor's face?
No.
Ray,
there was an episode when there was an episode.
Please tell me you're not about to put this cringy video up for
You
final
know what?
final thought.
I feel like I've seen the episode and I still forgot what he looked like.
Oh
That's because he
I'm not putting.
wasn't
Oh
around
no,
long
not
enough
no
for us to
Hillary
care.
Banks.
Huh?
I was
Come on, Ray. Make my day, Ray. Make my
no.
day.
I was going to. Oh no, because I was about to do my final thoughts. So we about to end. So I was because we don't. Because
Oh,
we.
I'm like, don't put this man up here. He is so embarrassing.
Oh, this was gonna be our after party. I didn't know if you seen it because this was gonna be one of my.
I seen the clip and I was too embarrassed. The
Uh,
21 Hearts, too embarrassed.
yo, this is. Yo, all right. I usually, if you would explain this to me, like if you would have explained this to me, be like this was your boyfriend or husband, yada yada yada.
I'd have been disappointed.
I would not have believed you. I would have been like, who are these niggas? It's the same thing I do to my sister when she be talking about her dates. And my sister don't lie, but at the same time, I'll be like, who the fuck are these niggas? And I've never seen them. So this
There's a
dude,
reason for that.
this dude is a motivational speaker.
Embarrassing.
And he's on a show, and and it's called Social Proof Hot Seat. And basically, he said this dumbass shit. I want y'all to listen because I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I just want to play this one thing because I thought it was funny as hell.
My anniversary right now is because I'm tempted about saying it, but I'll keep it G. I'll keep it real. Is marriage, right? Marriage.
Oh,
We get spicy, like
talking good right now.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough.
How long have you been
7 years.
7 years. I'm 5 in.
I heard
you need to have a session together,
we
like a
do.
little therapy session, bro. This ain't easy.
No, because that's real. And when I first got married,
got kids?
2 by my wife.
Why you say it that way?
Embarrassing.
2 by. Oh,
I'm overcoming. I'm overcoming this adversity.
You have 2 by your wife, which means you got some other ones.
I have one more.
How old is that one more?
He is turning 2 in December. Exceeding, excelling, and overcome. I'm surviving it. I'm 2 years past.
You're not surviving it. It's something that you did.
He is surviving his son that he done created.
They've been married 7 years.
And they've been married 7 years. And he's
I'm
surviving.
I want to
She
hear your
laughed.
final thoughts, but this clip just made me lose all motherfucking. What the fuck did I just hear?
And I think he talks about she left him, and he was sending her hearts for every day.
No. Hold on. Let's play it. Let him explain it.
Oh, most definitely. But I'm still me and my wife. We still rocking. Like I'm surviving. It's tough.
She's overcoming.
Oh, she definitely is.
So I'm saying you don't have the weight of it. It's hard. But because you obviously did something you weren't supposed to do. This isn't you outlasting the situation that you created. This is you. I think you need to learn how to exceed and excel as a husband. Tell me how you're excelling
As a husband.
As a husband.
I could use multiple examples, but for one, I'll say one I most recently did. I'll be trying like a million tactics, right? Mm-hmm. One of my most recent, my wife, she didn't even realize I was doing it. One day I just randomly sent her. I always send my thing is blue hearts. Sent her a blue heart. Love you, babe. Good morning. On my morning text. Next day, love you, babe. 2 hearts. Next day, love you, babe. I caught myself sending her just like three random hearts. And I said to myself, oh, let me see how long I could go on with this heart. Like every day, I'm gonna add an extra heart. Mm-hmm. I want to see how long, this is real too. I love little tactics. And I said, let me see if I could finish this thing throughout the year into the new year, right?
Throughout the year, it gets better.
Long story short, I messed up, right? Went 21 days. I don't know about you, or I felt good about 20, but hush, like straight, everything good, no arguments, no disagreements.
Good. Real quick.
That man didn't even get through 21 days and he stopped, and he was supposed to do it through the whole year.
You're
So
supposed to do it through the whole year.
So embarrassing. And I feel bad for his wife because I know she embarrassed. Like you could have kept that information in your vote. Like you didn't even have to speak on that. Just kept it silent.
now, like I wanted to like just because of that, I wanted to see what the rest of the joint was like. But I just want to say this. First of all, this is why I tell people just watch who you listening to, because some people don't even live what they fucking preach.
Right.
That guy is supposed to be a motivational speaker. Do you feel motivated?
He's a motivational speaker. No, I feel motivated to not do what the fuck he was doing.
I never even seen him before. Like where
Exactly. And then it's just like, you know, if it seems like anybody could just become a motivational. It's another one. Hold on, not just him.
the
It was
thing is
another one.
he
Go
should
ahead.
have kept that in the vote. Like there was no reason for you to have said that. That it you only had 21 days. That was your best you could do.
In
I was like,
21
why
days.
did you even put that out there? Like you could have just kept it. She was already embarrassed that you put out the fact that y'all was married for 7 years and then you had a kid on her. And that kid about to be 2. So that means what took 9 months to carry out the pregnancy. So I don't know how long ago did you finally cheat. So within the 7 years, you was only solid. I can't even lie for you because I don't even know if you was solid for the 3. It's given Derek Jackson.
Exactly. And then look, and like I said, there's been a slew of fake dating coaches and motivational speakers. And look, and like because of this time, this is another one, and this one I thought this was funny, but
Oh, this girl.
If you're making $50,000, don't date.
What?
Because courtship costs.
Okay.
Everything costs. You can go for 22 walks in the park. Eventually, Shorty is gonna need a sip of something or get you a bottom of the barrel bitch that's gonna date you when you have no money. Because eventually you're gonna want to run because she doesn't stretch you. She doesn't make you the man that you need to become. She allows you to be the stagnant dude in the same jeans for days. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them are clueless.
now I know what you're thinking. Like, what's wrong with what she said? It's just that I don't think no one's really put. It's like I don't know who this person is, and then like where is her background? Is just like for anything, and I feel like a lot of these people, like if you
But
know, go ahead.
who is she to tell somebody they can't date at 50K?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, who the fuck is you telling people that?
And why do this 50K person have to get a bottom of the barrel bitch, whatever, at 50K? Even if he was to get a bottom of the barrel, the girl might stress him out to force him to go get more money. So like it's crazy to me to think that you can tell somebody at what level they can date. Because 50K, some people can literally live off of 50K. Their own place.
Exactly, exactly what I'm saying. It's just look. I just want to say this, and then we can
They be
call.
wanting to say shit just to be saying shit because it sound cute.
Yeah, yeah. Look, and I just want to say this before we call it a night. Before y'all like want to take advice from any of these people, male or female. That's why I had a male and a female because I don't want to just go on the limb because, like I said, some of these niggas is out here and they're just like terrible at giving advice or like being a motivational speaker too. If anything, sometimes I think the dudes are worse than the women. But watch who you taking advice to, because a man can tell you not to beat up on your woman, and then come to find out that man is a physical abuse. That man be physically abusing his woman all the fucking time. Like, please. So, and I can understand, even if anybody heard the term it's like, but watch who you are taking for, because some people are not qualified. Some people just say anything just to get a quick buck, and then like some of this shit don't even apply to your life, and then you're the one that's looking like a fool. So that's all. That's all I want to say. And to this, but yeah, that was one of the after party things that I wanted us to look at.
Oh,
Not just because of that, because
that guy stressed me out. I can't even. I don't even want to even know his existence. When I saw that clip, I was so embarrassed. Not
yeah.
for him, but for whoever he married. Because I was like, sis, you could do better. I don't know what he's providing you, but you can definitely do. It's like he could have just stayed silent. Certain things men should just not speak on. And to say that this you messed up and that you felt that 21 Hearts was the best you could do, you could have kept that to yourself. You didn't have to put that out there. Nobody was asking him to put that out there. And then he want to pretend like he was so embarrassed. And then he was also so like, oh, I don't know if I should.
Oh,
Your first time.
that's why homeboy, like the he's the guest, but the person that did the podcast, he's the one that's holding him accountable, because he's just like,
Yeah. He should have kept that thought. When he said, I don't know if I should put that out there, that's the first sign God was telling you, don't do it. And he should have listened.
Some people learn that. Some people will just learn the hard way. It's a story of life. Well, and on that note, I would like to thank the panel for jumping on the podcast as usual. I would like to thank all y'all for listening and hear us talk our shit again. This is You Know What? Let me just say podcast, and we're signing out. Peace.
Bye.